to clean your armpits or something.
No, it was just a selfie.
Oh, okay. But you had your arm up, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we have sexy armpits.
Oh, well, thank you. That wasn't even like the main focus of the picture, but thank
It's
you.
what this guy sees.
By the way, women should show their armpits more.
Some women, not all women.
100% agree.
Yeah.
But
it is
I don't know,
a sexy area, even though it's known to be smelly and all that stuff. But it's that curvature about an armpit is good.
And you don't see it all the time. So when you see it, you're like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah. It's almost like the back of a knee.
Yeah.
It's a little sexy.
I had no idea you guys were armpit guys.
Yeah.
I guess I'm armpit guy.
Until I saw Carmen's.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, you guys are not the only ones.
Really?
Yeah. That is a thing, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's see that more pit. Let's see that pit.
Yeah.
There's feet guys. There's armpit guys. There's, all kind of
But
people.
I'm not saying it like I believe that there's armpit guys like in a fetish way. Like, let me see your armpits. I'm not saying that. I know what you're saying.
Oh,
Calvin.
I'm 100% saying it like that. No.
One of the ways to say it.
Yeah, well, I guess maybe.
I have a guy in my DMs that offers me money for armpit pictures.
Really?
Yeah.
Armpit Frank?
Gio's been working on him for months
Yeah,
now.
he messages me every once in a while, too.
He comes to the meetings.
All right.
And how much money have you made off him, Carmen?
I have not done it yet.
Oh,
yes. You got
Yet.
it.
Yeah.
I like the yet. I like the yet.
Listen, I'm getting close because he's offered me money for pictures, and then he's actually offered me more money for like videos.
By the way, Carmen, good job negotiating. Hold out for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be like,
And then throw a teaser out there.
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Go big,
Oh,
too.
he got really excited about my picture yesterday.
I'm sure.
He was like, you could have made money off of this picture for me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Do we think Armpit Frank is weird, or is? I mean, like
Armpit Frank's got a little extra money and he likes to see armpits.
I know. That's what I'm
who's
saying.
getting hurt? Who's getting hurt?
In the time of OnlyFans being so huge, I think that's normal just to ask.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I've paid a woman for pictures because I've been on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Right.
So technically, I'm as weird as Armpit Frank.
You just didn't have to
Specify.
directly ask her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I gotta tell you, I saw something online yesterday. I can't even. Maybe I could try and explain it. So
You stumbled upon some weird stuff.
I didn't stumble. I was looking. There is on the online webcams. The girls that are on there have this apparatus that they use, but you can control.
Oh, I've seen that.
yeah.
Right? Okay. So
You got to put coins in or something?
you evidently pay
Tokens.
for it. Yeah, I've never done that, but I've seen it happen. Okay. Last night, last night this woman had one that kept firing across the room.
Oh, yeah?
Whoa. That I have not seen.
Oh yeah, from the circus. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, she had some powerful muscles. I was watching it for the comedy of it because it was not.
Of course
sexual.
you were.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I was
Weird,
looking.
Another weird.
I
only
was
read
looking
Playboy
for
for the articles.
No. I was trying to find something sexy time, but it was that came up, and I went, "Oh, this is funny."
Yeah, I saw something that was not sexy time that I was looking, and it was on Reddit. And Reddit has all kind of stuff. I mean, they have all kind of stuff, whatever. But this one said something dirty, whatever it was, blah, 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 dirty. And I was like, oh, all right, I'll take a little dirty.
Right.
It was dirty, though.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and I was like, nope, no. That
Cross the line.
It's funny because there's certain things where you come across and go, oh, yeah, all right. I didn't realize that would be something that I'd be, that
No.
just hard and fast rule, no.
Armpits, yes.
Yeah.
Armpit,
And
I
armpit.
didn't expect an armpit.
And somebody may be listening right now and going, oh, yeah, armpit, I guess. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like they didn't realize, oh, yeah, armpit might be something, whatever. But, yeah, there's certain things where you're like, nope, no, shut it down.
You know how women wake up and they feel themselves? Like one day they're like, today I just, like posting pictures where you looked cute pictures.
Yeah.
If you're feeling like throwing an armpit shot at us today, throw it up.
Sure.
I'll post the armpit pictures if you want them. Send them over to our Instagram at the Mike Calta Show.
Ooh, maybe that could be a thing for the beach bash. Armpit contest.
All right. Hairiest armpit, prettiest face.
Pits rhymes with something. Pits and
Show your pits, ladies.
yeah. We Rada just shaking their head. Boy,
I know.
we let it go a long way.
Pits or
Reddit to me does seem like the last unfiltered spot on the internet.
It's a wild, wild west.
You can just run into stuff that would not be allowed anywhere else.
And it's like not the black, what do they call it? The dark web.
Yeah. Black web's completely different.
I'm also on that.
You have black Twitter? Black Twitter's wild.
I'm not on black Twitter, yeah.
But it seems like it's unchecked. And if you can't find it other places, look on Reddit.
Yeah. Even if it's not on Reddit, it'll send you somewhere where it's at.
Right. And they usually have stuff first too.
Yeah.
So I've never gone to Reddit to do anything other than like if sometimes I'll Google how to do something on my Apple Watch and it'll bring me to a Reddit video.
Right.
That's the only time I can't navigate through Reddit. I can't. Then one time I did, and it was bad stuff about me, and I'm like, why? Leave me alone.
Yeah.
There's
an
entire Carmen subreddit.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's hundreds and hundreds of photos.
I'm sure
and videos.
they're all nice.
Yeah.
It's all pictures. Actually, I know the guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it Armpit Frank?
Yeah, no. He made me an administrator, so if I wanted to take stuff down and stuff, I
sweet.
could. But yeah, basically they just repost everything that I post, and then any like throwback Thursdays or throwback pictures that they all have.
Right.
They'll post those and be like, "Remember this one?"
Oh, basically, I should be on it, is what you're saying.
No, absolutely not.
All my Carmen pictures.
When all the Carmen stuff is in one spot, you're like, man, that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It is.
It's all from Mike's phone.
Me and Armpit Frank have been trading pictures for years.
But the guys are very nice. They're very. He makes sure he says, "This is a fan page. We are only positive. If you're mean about Carmen, we will delete you."
I like
Yeah.
it.
So-
My page is the mean one.
Yeah. I've blocked yours. I just don't want to even
Right.
see it.
But that isn't that weird? Is like I know that people like the show and don't like the show, and some people who like the show talk bad about it, even though they like it and they listen every day. I don't normally care about that, but I'm not gonna sit there and read it all.
Yeah.
I don't need
would
you
be
to
too
break
much.
down my self-esteem.
Yeah.
I'd rather just think I'm wonderful.
Well, and it would just take all day. It would take up your whole day.
Oh
You
my
did
God,
that.
is that much?
And it always goes. It
About
always
you?
goes back to any stuff that's written on there. Whatever I go. Oh, we're not going to be friends now.
Yeah.
Me and you, because I
Yeah.
really wanted to be friends with you, Armpit Frank.
And I'm starting to think from the stuff I've been reading, I might be fat.
You?
Well, I've read it a couple of times.
Breaking
Gio.
news.
Yeah. Oh, you got me on that one, pal. What can I tell you?
Hell of an observation.
My Friday night was almost ruined,
Oh,
as would have been yours had the situation proved to be true. There was a rumor that Medicine Man had died on Friday.
it
was
was
going around
on his birthday.
On his birthday, and it was going around pretty strong.
Oh, man.
I knew it wasn't true because he had left me a message 2 minutes prior about how he was unable to poop after doing something, and I was like, no, I'm pretty sure he's alive.
Somebody hit me up on Instagram to let me know that Medicine Man and his friend had come into, I want to say Chili's where they worked, and they had to serve Medicine Man, and I go, oof, don't expect a tip. And they laughed and said, actually, the friend was very cool and left a good tip and this and that, but it was, some people in there didn't know Medicine Man was Medicine Man, and they were calling him Gene Simmons.
Yep. And he loves that.
Oh, yeah.
So here's my thing with Medicine Man is that people who are just now discovering Medicine Man, and keep in mind, I've known Medicine Man since 1990. All right, before I was in radio, I lived in Newport Richey, and I used to see him over there.
I remember the first time I saw Medicine Man. It was like 1997 at the Wing House for a liquid lunch right on Main Street in US 19.
And my thing was, I used to see him at concerts all the time.
Yeah.
And then we used to buy tickets from the same place. What's that place that you Stereorama?
Stereo City?
No.
No, what was it? It was on Ridge Road.
It was on Ridge Road.
Speaker City.
Yeah.
What was it?
It was Stereo something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was right there on Ridge Road.
That was the
and
Ticketmaster.
It was a Ticketmaster outlet. And anytime I'd go out there to wait out there for tickets, Medicine Man would be there. And I was intimidated by him because I didn't know what he was. Like, I didn't know he was older than me, and he looked weird, and he talked weird, and I was like, I should just stay away from him.
You would just see him at every concert you went to, and then you would see him at like radio station things.
Right. Well, I hadn't done anything with any radio station yet, so I didn't know him. I only knew him from Newport Richie and the Rocket Club and seeing them out there. So so I would see him at that Stereo Speaker City place, whatever it was, and I would stay away from him. And then one day when I was in radio, he would call all the time, and then I went to the Offspring show, and he came up to me and he was like, you're Cowhead. And I went, oh, weird guy from Speaker City. Is Medicine Man? I had no idea, but
who knew 2 and 2 equaled gross?
But he is not dead, although that rumor was pretty good. He did have his 74th birthday on Friday.
Yeah.
And evidently some people bought a cake for him and treated themselves like they were doing God's work.
Well, I guess the person that DM'd me said that it was Chili's in Tarpon Springs, and his buddy brought a ice cream cake in the Chili's, so they celebrated his birthday. Yeah.
So that was my point of bringing this up, is that people are like, oh, Alex is just a good guy if you hang out with him. And like, even some of the people who drive him around say the same thing. We have talked to Medicine Man at length. To the point where we're like, God damn, stop talking to me. I don't know. Can you imagine going to Chili's with just you and Medicine Man?
No.
I mean,
am I being punished for some reason?
Right. And also,
have I committed a crime?
Like, I don't want to sit there and talk about his poop problems for a half hour.
Yeah.
Chili's, I'm going to have fajitas, and then a fajita comes out my butt later.
Poop, weather,
movies.
concerts,
Movies.
Yeah. Health.
I can tell you, in 1997, Medicine Man looked exactly the same as he looks right now.
I mean, did he
ageless.
Though? Because I kind of wish that we could see what he looked like back then, because his hair was the same, but what did that leathery skin look like back then?
I know for a fact.
I can't remember.
I have a picture with Medicine Man.
Oh, wow.
From livestock, in 2000.
Yeah.
It's somewhere, like in a box somewhere, but I know that because we always there's that guy, take a picture.
He was one of the first guys I remember, because whenever I first got down here, and it was right around St. Patrick's Day, and we did the Fatty McPatty thing, whatever, and he was there.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, look at this guy. This is Medicine Man. He's one of those
He'll
guys.
be everywhere for the rest of your life.
And I was like, oh, boy.
Will he be at the Sky Beach party?
No.
Ooh.
That's a haul. There's no way.
But if somebody gives him a ride,
yeah,
and he wants to be involved, and he loves being recognized, he loves being Medicine Man from the Mike Calta show.
That is true.
So,
whose room does he stay in?
Ooh, who puts sunblock on him?
Oh.
He can stay with Tom and Dizzy.
Yeah.
Those are armpits I do not want to see.
Holy. So, anybody see the new Mission Impossible?
No.
Interesting.
I want to.
So I saw it and was very excited about it, because not only did I enjoy all the other movies, but I watched the previous ones that are prequels to this one not too long ago, like in preparation for this.
Mm-hmm.
This is a continuation of like 4 different movies. It goes back to the last 2, but it's even reaches into the one before this. It's pretty good, and it has some references to the first movie in it.
I feel like you're trying to spoil it for us.
No. I'm not going to say a word. But my wife asked me. She was like, "Do you want to go to the movies? I'll go see Mission Impossible if you want." Trying to be nice, and I said to her, "I don't think you'll like it." And she said, "Why?" I go, "You'll understand it and all that, but I don't think you'll appreciate it because you didn't see the previous ones."
Right.
I don't. You'll get it and you'll watch it and you'll go, "Oh, okay, Tom Cruise saves the world," but I don't think you're gonna get it.
I assumed, since there were in the trailer, there were clips from like the other movies, that it's gonna connect everything together somehow.
Listen, it goes back to the one. It goes back to the first one,
the original knock list.
The original knock list one. It goes back to the Philip Seymour Hoffman one. They're all kind of related in some capacity, and it goes back to each one of those. Now, you don't have to have those fresh in your mind to see it, but it definitely helps.
Right,
helps
you'll miss
movie.
little Easter eggs and stuff.
It
probably
pays off if you're a longtime fan.
Chad Zumach saw it yesterday, and it was like the last thing I saw before I went to bed. He was talking about how, it wasn't that great, and I thought he probably hasn't seen the other movies, so doesn't know, because he was like, "Oh, big deal, Tom Cruise. He He goes, turns out the mission was possible. I mean, I'm not spoiling it. Nobody thinks Tom Cruise is not going to do it. But it's just, I think that was the case. So I don't know. Did anybody know the movie Coraline?
I know what the movie is.
Yes. It's like, is it Tim Burton or is it? It's a Tim Burton-esque movie, yeah.
Is it like a doll comes to life or something?
That's Annabelle.
Oh.
I think. I don't know. But there's a correlation between Annabelle and Coraline. My daughter had a sleepover last night, and the girls watched Coraline as a horror movie.
Really?
Does that make sense?
No.
I was wondering if I said
Tim
word.
Burton?
I think so. It looks like Tim Burton.
Right.
It looks like Tim Burton. If not, it's one of those weird pointy face kids.
Yeah, it says from the director of Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay, yeah. So it looks like Nightmare Before Christmas, yeah. And I don't really know what it's about. Maybe it is a doll that comes to life. I don't know. But the kids wanted to watch it, and they shut all the lights and everything. And for some reason, they're really weirded out. And I thought that was like a weird kids. I thought it was just like a kids movie.
So it's the director. The director is
so not
Henry Selick, but he directed Nightmare Before Christmas, Wendell and Wild, James and the Giant Peach, The Shadow King. So it looks like he, yeah,
is in that group.
Yeah,
Of pointy faced weird people.
But it
they're,
looks
they're
weird.
friends.
It doesn't look like a happy Disney movie. You
I
know
just
what I
heard
mean?
a lot of screaming.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I guess girls like to be scared.
Yeah,
No.
So no.
I don't. I think that's up to the individual. I hate being scared. I do not like scary movies. I will not watch them.
That's how I feel, Carmen. I don't like scary movies. I don't like roller coasters. I don't like anything that makes me feel uncomfortable.
I love roller coasters. I do not like scary movies at all.
I unapologetically don't like roller coasters. Like I'm not like oh yeah, no, it makes me nauseous or whatever. No, they just terrify me, and I don't need to be terrified. I don't like the big drops. I don't like the high heights. It doesn't do it for me. Sorry.
yeah. I don't like scary movies, not because I don't like being scared. I don't like scary movies because they're not scary. I always see, the little kid that's meowing in the corner. I'm going to kick that kid. I'm going to hit it with a shovel. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. When I was a kid, watching The Shining used to scare the hell out of me.
Great movie.
That's
Red
great,
Rum
though.
and
That's
the twins down the hallway.
That's
Twins
like
are weird.
Yeah.
That's like a lot of suspense too, and it's a lot of things that are just so out there
Right.
and weird that you're like, I don't even know what's going on.
I just remember being really kind of scared about that when I was a kid.
I didn't watch The Shining until I was a little older anyway, because I think my mom used to protect us from those sort of movies, but which is weird because my parents are divorced, so my dad would show up on weekends and he would take us to the movies and he would let us see whatever movie we wanted to see.
Yeah.
That's why we saw Porky's. Well, my dad also is, I wouldn't say he was being selfish. He was taking us to good movies, but he probably didn't make the best choices for 12-year-olds and 10-year-olds, We went to go see every Vietnam movie that there was, Full Metal Jacket, Hamburger Hill.
It was the movies that he wanted to see.
Of course.
Yeah, because my dad did the same thing. And I remember when we saw Something About Mary. And I think I was like 9 or 10. And he was like, ooh, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have brought you to this one.
You were like 9 or 10 when Something About Mary came out?
I think so. I'll look to see so I can tell you exactly.
That's when me and Amanda started dating. That was like one of the first things we did together. We went to go see that movie.
I was 7.
Oh, my
I
God.
was 7 and I saw it in theater. But again, my dad, he didn't realize, how bad it was going to be. But you know what I mean? Like that. But
My dad didn't care. We wanted to see Porky's, and he took us to see Porky's.
I remember seeing RoboCop in the theater when I was a kid. So I was like 8 years old.
Yeah.
Very inappropriate for kids. For
sure.
There's hookers.
Oh, yeah.
There's drugs. There's graphic violence. There's
Yeah, a
all
lot of
kinds-
violence.
My dad
naked
took us
chicks.
to see Sharky's Machine
Oh, yeah.
with Burt Reynolds. And we must have been 7 years old.
Yeah.
And one of the scenes is a guy walks in to the girl, and he bought her a house, and he gives her the deed to the house. And as she's looking at the deed, he just drops to his knees and goes down on her. And I'm like, what is that guy doing?
I had no restrictions as a kid to watch movies. So,
Yeah.
and in the 80s, every comedy had naked chicks. So I remember
For
watching
sure.
like Revenge of the Nerds,
Yeah.
Porky's, and all these like.
Oh, our buddy Scott Baio had zapped out. Remember
Right.
Zapped?
Oh, yeah.
And plenty of jokes that went over my head I didn't understand at the
Sure.
time, but then later
Yeah.
on I was like, oh my gosh, this is actually funny.
Yeah. But the thing is that, and I point to this all the time now, is 53 years old, never been arrested, never been in trouble, never been, you know what I'm saying? Like I have well balanced. Don't do drugs.
Nah, you're
don't
just in
really
the armpits
drink.
and webcams.
Right. I mean, I don't think it really. I don't think it really went too far off course. Armpits and webcams. Oh, man, I think I'm getting roped into goddamn Winter Haven this weekend.
Oh, there's nothing in Winter Haven, man.
So my wife had a friend coming down. Her best friend from New Jersey was coming down with her kid, and they were going to Winter Haven to go to the volleyball tournament, and then they were going to Universal, and then now they canceled. They're not coming down. So now my wife has to go to Winter Haven by herself.
And stay for the weekend?
Stay for the weekend, which to me sounds wonderful because that means I'm here and I don't have to go to Winter Haven. But I feel like that's going to bite me in the ass. I feel like well, you could have come and I didn't come.
You should make something that you have to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta go to Metallica.
I think I'd rather go to Winter Haven. By the way, we have Metallica tickets every day of this week.
Nice.
All the way up until Friday. And then on Friday, we have them in the morning. And then JP's got them out there at Hooters, the original Hooters in Clearwater, for a Metallica liquid lunch. So we've got a lot of Metallica tickets on this radio station, which is pretty awesome considering we don't play Metallica.
Right.
So, but we definitely know who the audience is, and half our staff is going to be there. So half our staff will be there in a suite with Patrick Smith.
Yeah. Thanks for the invite.
Oh, really?
No, I don't.
I was going to say I didn't get the invite.
No, I'm guessing.
I bought my tickets.
Is Mo going?
Mo told me he was in a suite.
He is.
Yeah.
In a suite.
Yes. That's what he told me a couple weeks back.
Listen, Carmen talked about how many refrigerators I have and all that other stuff, but I have looked into buying a suite with some other people, and it just doesn't seem worth it to me. It seems like a huge waste of money.
It's a couple $100,000.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, but you were talking about buying a baseball team, so it's not that you can't afford it. It's just that you don't.
My money into the baseball team would have been a very, very small amount.
Doesn't matter. You were owner.
That's right. The whole point was just so I could be called the owner, and
So-
that's not over yet.
If you buy a suite at Raymond James Stadium, can you go to everything?
No, it depends.
There's
It
some
depends.
suites that includes
outta
concerts,
here. Yeah.
but it's like the bigger. And I believe they're all like you have to have like a 3 to 5 year commitment. You can't just buy like one season.
Come on.
They're a couple $100,000 for this year, and then you have to like sign for like 3 years.
I bought suites for events, which is the way to go.
Yeah, like a one-off.
Yeah, a one-off, because I don't care about having a suite for everything. But like a couple of my friends have had suites over the years, and they either buy them through their company or they buy them and share them with other people, which I'd also be cool with doing. But it's still a tremendous waste of money. It really is. I mean, even if you split it with 3 people, it's still a ridiculous amount of money to spend for, and it's not for everything. It's not for, you're either buying them for the Lightning games, you're buying them for concerts. I don't know. It's a lot.
It'd be nice to have friends that are in suites, though.
So I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't have any of those.
No.
I used to.
Yeah.
And all my friends with suites were at Amalie. They were not at Raymond James.
When Gina worked at the Hard Rock, she used to invite me to the Hard Rock suite all the time.
Gina was great.
That was
when Gina
awesome.
left, that's when the Hard Rock relationship ended. It really did. I mean, they loved us. We did so much stuff over there, and then one day we're like, we don't need you anymore.
Yeah.
That's it.
It was funny. I was over at a Lightning game, and I saw the Hard Rock Suite there at Amalie, and I was like, I should just go knock. Like, they got me.
You built it,
right?
You're paying for it.
Yeah.
Let me get some chicken wings. What's going on?
So, Galvin, yesterday I was in the car waiting for my wife and daughter and her friends to come out of Target. Mm-hmm. So I said, let me look and see what we got going on today for baseball.
Okay.
16 parlay.
Okay.
5 of them hit.
Nice.
I lost,
Yeah.
but that was pretty good for a guy who really doesn't watch baseball.
Well,
One leg too far. That's what I always do.
I was going to say, if you would have done those individually, you would have won 5.
Yeah, but I only bet $10. So
Yeah.
I'm like, if I take $10 and stretch it among 6 teams, that's $180. If I do it individually, I'm going to win $4 on each game.
Did you see the Rays won the other day? They had like 16 runs or something, and then the next day they lost 1-0.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't understand.
Same thing with the Yankees and the Dodgers. Yankees crushing, Dodgers crushing. It's hard to tell who's going to do what.
Yeah.
It's hard to predict that based on that.
Oh, absolutely. One of the most fun things to do, like baseball's kind of boring. You know, and if you're betting on the score, it's like, all right, you got to wait the whole game or do it. Betting on the individual at bat, like so-and-so's coming up to bat. Will they hit a single? Will they hit a double, triple, home run? Will they strike out? Will they, get hit by a pitch? Like, there's all these different things you can say.
Well, the no-hit first inning was the one that I've been doing.
The Nerfy,
It's too much for me. It's too much information. My nephew Charlie was betting on. We were watching the basketball game on Friday, the Knicks game.
Yeah,
he had bets going on that thing, and I'm like, it's just too much. Too much. We had a family game night on Friday.
Nice.
Saturday. Right. I went, but I didn't play any games.
I saw you finally got to touch the baby.
I did,
and put it on social media.
Yeah.
Rule number 4:
no pictures.
Yeah.
I revisited the rules. The pictures were allowed to be posted, just not first. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I had to clarify to make sure it was
You had to
good.
get approval, Michael.
I got approval.
Okay.
I bonded with the kid. I was like, I'm just letting you know, when I get that baby, I'm kissing its head. And they were like, the head's fine. And I go, what is it? Just the face is off limits? Because I'm going to lick it like ice cream cones.
Were you able to confirm the rules were, in fact, directed towards you?
They were not. They were in fact, the rules were written in what we call Tomanese. That's my nephew Tommy. He said so many ridiculous things over the years that he has his own language we call Tomanese. And my brother confirmed that Brooke, his girlfriend, she said, hey, there's a couple of things. Like, I don't want everybody to post pictures of the baby until we post pictures of the baby, which kind of makes sense. And I don't want anybody getting the baby sick. Make sure everybody washes their hands. So Tomanese the list up and send it out.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So,
so she was like, hey, normal baby stuff.
Right. First time mother, being concerned about her baby. Also, the baby was born a little early. You want to make sure you got no complications, But I did enjoy hanging out with the baby a little bit. That was very fun.
It reminds me of the when we watch The Auditors, and then the cops will tell them, you're not allowed to go over here. And he goes, yeah, no, I know, I didn't go over there. Do you want to tell me other stuff I can't do? That I can't murder people, that I shouldn't eat yellow snow, like all these things. Like, you're telling me.
He literally
things,
said that.
Yeah, that I already know. You're telling me what not to do that I didn't do. Yeah. That's so funny.
Yeah, I'm watching so many of those. The two things that I watch the most of are the Auditor videos. And the video where the guy in the bush jumps out and scares people.
He's Florida Bushman, on Instagram is great.
It's great. And there's the guy who dresses up like the bronze statue.
Yeah.
He sits there with his legs crossed, and people come by and they touch his face, and he jumps. Oh, my God. Can you imagine thinking that you're about to touch a bronze statue and it moves? And you go, oh, my God.
I saw a thing, and I forget what it's called. It's where people touch a statue. You know what I mean? So whatever it is and stuff. And it will be like a guy with a dog, and you see all the it's worn away on the dog's head because people will pet it. Like, they'll touch it and stuff, so it's a different color. Thing. And then you'll see a lady with boobs, and like both boobs everyone just goes up and rubs it. A guy they'll like rub his All
right, listen to me. We got a lot of things going on today. You got the last week of the bone bonus keywords. We're going to give that out starting up at 8 o'clock this morning. And Carmen, maybe I will use some of my great riches to continue the payouts next week.
Oh, that'd be very nice of you.
Okay, so I'm thinking about it. But seriously, the bone bonus happens this week. We'll give out the first keyword at 8 o'clock this morning. And then a little bit later on, we will have, actually, I'm not sure what time, but we got Metallica tickets we're going to give away every day of this week. Every day. I may end up just giving out doubles. I may give out both days. I may give out one day. Who knows? We got a lot of tickets to give away, and we're going to blow them out this week. And then Friday, JP will be out broadcasting live from the original Hooters in Clearwater, and you'll have a chance to win them out there as well. And guarantee, Medicine Man will be there for that.
For sure.
For sure. If you ever wanted to meet Medicine Man, or you're one of these people that love him so much that you bought a birthday gift for him, that'll be the time to see him. I guarantee it.
So JP's going to be out there, which means Monica and Dizzy will be out there. Joe, are you going to go out there if Dizzy's out there?
I don't know. Maybe.
Huh? You guys are BFFs.
Spanish.
He replaced his little man.
Yeah. That's true. That's very true. I was out with Dizzy this Saturday.
We know. Well, Joe laid down the rules. He was like, I can only hang out with people as tall or shorter than me.
And, I like hanging out in that group. I'm the tallest one.
So you guys went out again on Saturday?
We did. We went down to the Cava Social Place. They had their 5-year. So I went down there with Ian was there. Dizzy was there.
Ian did not invite me to that.
Well, I know.
You were going to go to the Cava Social?
I mean, I had nothing to do. Just saying.
When does Dizzy move into Whore Island?
No, there's no plan. Listen, I'm filled up at Horn.
No vacancy?
Yeah.
Plenty of horse.
It's the Pants Island.
Oh, sorry.
And,
Joe goes out with that group, and he's the one that can get stuff off the counter. It's unbelievable.
I know how you feel, Galvin.
Yeah,
it feels
yeah.
good sometimes.
Right?
What did you do at the Cava joint?
Oh, we just went down there and hung out. It was me.
You drink the Cava?
Yeah.
You
yeah,
do?
yeah, absolutely.
Well, Bula Bula.
Yeah. Bula. Bula.
Oh,
It
wow.
was nice. Yeah.
You and Dizzy and
Sugar Pants.
Sugar Pants and
Yeah.
Dizzy's girlfriend.
That's right.
Sexy Pants.
Yeah. And Ian as well.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. It was a good
There are a
time.
lot of girls there?
There were.
Really?
Yeah.
Lesbian?
Yeah. No. There were some regular looking girls.
Ian went some regular looking girl.
You know it's Pride Month.
I know, right?
Ian went through 10 different things that building was supposed to be. That Cava house.
Well,
before
that's-
it was a Cava house.
Not his, right?
Yeah, no. This was the place down in Bradenton. Cava Social.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Ian went down there too?
Yeah.
So Cava people go to other Cava places?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You got to
Do
support.
you remember
you
he
gotta
was
support
talking
the
about
scene.
the
Yeah.
Cava community?
I don't know. I'm blowing my
Support the
mind.
It's a
Wait a
tight
second.
knit community.
You went to, good thing I wasn't invited to that. You went to Bradenton
Yes.
to go to a Cava house.
Yes.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Yeah.
Because
And it was a good
Ian's
time.
place isn't a Cava house. It has Cava, but it's not a Cava house.
Yeah.
What is it then?
It's a cafe.
With Cava.
Well, yeah.
Did they have coffee?
No.
So then they're a Cava house.
But they have other drinks.
Yes. They're
And they sell other stuff and they do other things.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. That place
right.
was supposed to be 50 different things before he settled on whatever it is now.
Well, it's kind of like a place that has pizza. It doesn't make it a pizza place. If it's a place that's just pizza, then it's a pizza place. But if it's a place that has, sandwiches and this, and they also have pizza.
It seems to me it's more of like just kind of a social club.
Right.
Yeah, but how is that making money?
I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming people buy products while they're there.
They do.
They buy the stuff there, the drinks and stuff, and other stuff that they have. Also, don't they have pool tables and different things?
Yeah,
And-
Ian does at his place.
Right,
But
that's
I didn't
what I'm
walk
saying.
around everywhere at the Cava Social.
no,
but they have
I'm
a lot
saying
of
at
other
Ian's
stuff.
place.
Yeah.
And then they'll do like shows on the weekend. Like one
Yeah.
day he had like karaoke, and the next morning they did yoga. You know what I mean? So there's
Oh,
like
Carmen knows.
Yeah.
different
Carmen was
activities.
there.
Were you there for that? Were you
I
there for
was-
the yoga?
I was not there.
Oh.
And then they'll have like food trucks. They did that for Memorial Day, So
All right.
it's just a place for people to go hang. Every time I go in there, someone's in there on their laptop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
So it's a good like workspace.
Yeah, I love those people. Hey, everyone, look at me. I'm working. Oh, are you writing a novel?
I will tell you. Can I tell you this, Calvin?
Huh.
One time I needed to write some stuff and I couldn't get, everybody was bothering me here. Like my kids were bothering me, and I went to the Starbucks by your house, and I got my work done. I just sat there and nobody bothered me.
What did you have to do?
I had to write some stuff. But it was just.
Did you need the internet to write it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Well, I did.
Because I was saying, if you were just writing something on a WordPad, whatever, you could have just sat in your car and done it.
Yeah, but I also wanted to be comfortable. Like I was sitting at a low table, like almost like a desk, and I
That's
got my
what
work done.
Roughshod Todd, that's what he does.
He goes to the
Because
Starbucks.
he works from home. He gets tired of being home all the time, so he takes his laptop to the bar and he sits at the bar.
To the bar.
And he
That's
drinks at
different.
the bar while he does his work.
Yeah, rough job.
That's called an alcoholic. That's a little bit
100%.
different. Yeah.
So he'll send me a picture of his laptop and like 2 beers. But yeah, he goes to like a different bar like every day.
Yeah, I think that's a little different.
But he works from home. He's like, I get tired of being at home all the time.
Yeah, I think that might be it
Yeah.
too. People just need a change of scenery, All right, let's take a break and get this show moving this morning. It is Monday. It is the second day of June already. It is the Mike Calta Show. Sporkle's next on 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to Tampa Bay's most listened to morning show, The Mike Calta Show. Guys with ponytails, girls that think they're models, people that don't know how to Google something, and of course, ventriloquists. No one is safe when it comes to an open letter from Galvin.
Seriously?
Hear a brand new open letter from Galvin live every Wednesday at 8 a.m. on The Mike Calta Show. And go check out all the past open letters from Galvin at theboneonline.com. Sponsored by Zero Res. Zero Res. All they leave is clean. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Looks good right now for your Monday morning commute, and that's both in Hillsborough and Pinellas County. No accidents to slow you down on any of the major roadways, including the Veterans Expressway and the Leroy Selman Expressway. Looks like those Bay Area bridges in great shape in both directions as well. Keep in mind in Pinellas County, some construction happening that has Alt 19 closed. That's between Alderman Road and Klosterman Road. Officials are suggesting you take Belcher to get around it all. Keep that in mind if that's where your morning commute takes you normally. I'm Monica with traffic.
After you've been injured at no fault of your own, you shouldn't be stuck footing the medical bills or dealing with lost wages. Farah and Farah's accident attorneys are here to make it easy. Contact Farah and Farah, 1-800-500-5555, farahandfarah.com. Make it a Farah fight, Tampa.
We hear it every day. I'm a safe driver. Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Tune in for Reinventing Retirement, where premier wealth managers and retirement specialists discuss the most important and crucial retirement topics for your benefit. Reinventing Retirement, Saturdays at 9 a.m. and Sundays at 9 a.m. and again at 11 a.m. Only on 102.5 The Bone.
If you need to hire, it seems like the whole process can be exhausting. You search resumes, wait for the right candidates to apply, set up initial interviews. It's a lot of time and work. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates for your job the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro is super easy to use. You simply pick a time, and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you can choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day. Best of all, you save time and energy.
Try Zip Intro for free right now at this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro. Post jobs today, talk to qualified candidates tomorrow. Once again, go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Hey, what's up? It's Gio. You know, some of the best money moves, you don't always hear about them. They're not flashy. They're not trending on social media. Sometimes they're quiet, they're smart, they're calculated, and they're consistent. And that's exactly what Trajan Wealth can help you do. They're fiduciary advisors. They don't just manage your investments. They help you build a strategy that's going to fit your goals, your timeline, and your lifestyle. Whether it's rolling over an old 401k, prepping for retirement, or just figuring out what the heck you want to do next, they've got you. And the best part is Trajan Wealth, they're not just another firm. They're family owned. Their fiduciary advisors don't work on commission, and there's no hidden fees. Just honest, transparent planning that's going to fit your lifestyle. Give them a call today at 813-550-1000 or visit TrajanWealth.com to schedule a free consultation. That's 813-550-1000 or TRAJANWealth.com. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor, paid advertisement.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
I want to learn how to cook, but I keep ordering takeout.
Accomplishing goals is hard, but when your goal is to learn a new language, Babbel makes it easy. In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel will help you start having conversations in as little as 3 weeks. Words and phrases you'll actually use. So when someone asks, "How's your French going?" you can say,
Babbel facilite grandement l'apprentissage d'une nouvelle langue.
Now save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription at Babbel.com. That's BABBEL.com.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
Looking for a great lunch combo? Hooters, Surfside Seltzer, Metallica tickets, and JP? Join 1025 The Bone and the JP Show on Friday, June 6th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the original Hooters on Gulf to Bay. JP will be broadcasting live, and he will have your last shot at Metallica tickets. Pre-game with JP at the original Hooters with 1025 The Bone.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Got a burned out light switch or broken outlet or breakers that keep flipping? Just call for a Bolt electrician online at boltelectric.com.
It's Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I've got something important to talk to you about, your 401k. If you have changed jobs, there are 2 very important considerations. You don't want to leave your 401k behind, and you don't want to roll it over into your new company plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. 401ks will often have limited investments or age-based options. Since companies have to make choices to suit all employees, they may not be suited to you, which could cost you fees and money. When you roll over your 401k into an IRA, you not only keep your money growing tax deferred, but you also gain access to a world of investment options specifically designed for you. Trajan Wealth and our fiduciary advisors have helped thousands, and we can do the same for you. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
It's IDC's most anticipated event of the year. 0% financing for 5 years. That's right. High interest rates have been put on hold at International Diamond Center. Now through June, you can make any purchase and spread your payments out to 2030 without paying a dime in interest. Engagement rings, wedding bands, eternity bands, earrings, pendants, and our largest selection ever of certified hand-picked diamonds and exclusive designer fashion jewelry. Pick any item, celebrate your love, get the value price you deserve, then spread your payments over 5 years. That $6,000 pair of diamond earrings is just $100 a month. That $12,000 engagement ring is just $200 a month. Everything's affordable with this amazing offer. 0 interest all the way to 2030. There's just one catch. This is a limited time offer just for the month of June. So don't wait. Let IDC help you get the jewelry you've been dreaming of at a price and payment you didn't think was possible anymore. International Diamond Center in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Excludes Rolex. Details and more at shopidc.com on approved credit.
It's officially time for Zero Res's annual summer sale. Take advantage and get 15% off all cleaning services. That's 15% off carpet, air ducts, area rugs, and more. Mention my name, Galvin, to secure this deal today or book online at ZeroResTampaBay.com.
When you enter a place of business, you're owed a legal duty that the place of business is safe for you to shop in. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you suffered an injury at a place of business, our duty is to protect you after that harm. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Carmen here with a big announcement for my friends at Teza. One of the questions I always get is, where can I find Tezas at? Well, you can go to TezaEnergy.com or go into selected 7-Elevens, liquor depots, and Walmarts around the Bay Area. But now you can find my favorite little mouth pouch on everyone's favorite delivery service. Amazon. You can find all of Tiza's amazing flavors and set up a subscription so you never have to worry about running out. Tiza is a pouch of herbal tea designed to be placed between your cheek and gum and is packed with tea-cut herbs, vitamin B, and caffeine. It was founded and formulated by a medical doctor, so there's no nicotine, no tobacco, and gives you focused energy. Quit smoking, stop vaping, and put down the snacks, all with the help of Tiza. Tiza, why spit when you can swallow?
The accident wasn't your fault, so why should you be burdened with the medical bills? This is Tampa injury attorney Mo DeWitt. Don't get overwhelmed by mounting medical bills. I'll fight to ensure that the responsible party pays what you're owed. Injured on the go? Don't wait. Visit justcallmo.com.
The guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate's the easiest way to sell your home. You can save time, make the most money, and eliminate the hassle this summer. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our offers are the strongest in the industry. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home and skip the hassle of constant cleaning and costly repairs. There's no showings, no open houses, and no stress. Our guaranteed offer keeps you in control. One of our clients, Ryan, said, Mark Spain Real Estate exceeded our expectations by helping us achieve significantly over our asking price. We received much more than we ever anticipated, and we cannot recommend Mark Spain Real Estate enough. I've served homeowners like you for nearly 30 years and have helped over 67,000 satisfied clients. And I know what matters most, a quick sale and maximum profit. Trust the top real estate team in the U.S. and close with confidence. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Every success you've had began with a great opportunity. Now there's another one. Last aid year, University of Maryland Global Campus awarded over $21 million in scholarships to qualified students, including community college students, service members, veterans, and working adults. Now is the time to move your career forward with an online and accredited skills-based education. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chef.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com. This is Fox 13's Dave Osterberg from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Variable clouds again today with some scattered showers around, rain chances at about 40%. A lot of that's going to be south of the Tampa area with high temperatures today in the upper 80s to around 90. Muggy tonight with a low in the mid 70s and a 60% rain chance for Tuesday with highs again near 90 degrees.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, it's the Mike Calta Show.
.651 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. Later on in the show, we will have Metallica tickets to give away. We'll also give you a chance to win $1,000 coming up at 8 o'clock this morning with the Bone Bonus keyword. But right now, we got Sporkle and we got a whole new week of things to give away. Carmen, what are those things?
Okay, so we have tickets for Dierks Bentley. Nikki Glazer.
Okay. Nikki, am I right in saying that Nikki Glazer is doing shows at the Mahaffey Theater one night and then the Bay Care Sound the next night?
I don't know. We have Baycare Sound tickets.
I believe that she's doing shows back to back. Isn't that interesting? I'll look it up. Okay, go ahead. What else?
Avril Lavigne,
Okay.
Luke Bryan,
Okay.
and Next Big Thing.
All right. Let's do it right now. A little bit of Sporkle. Here we go. What do you have, Gio? Confirmation?
Yeah,
on that?
you're right.
She is doing back-to-back shows?
It says she's got 3 sold out shows already.
I think they probably put her in the Mahaffey, sold out the second show, and like, we need a bigger venue.
Yeah, she's got 4 shows.
Good for her. Must
Three
be nice.
of which are sold out. They just
Must
added
be
a 4th.
nice. All right, Carmen is the keeper of Sporkle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. Carmen, what are we playing today?
All right, today we're going to be playing facts that start with H. Okay? Can you answer these questions where all the answers begin with H?
All right, where are we at, Gio, on who's, I believe Galvin? No?
Galvin won.
Yes, no, there is no rule.
No rule.
Okay, but we have 1 win.
Galvin's on a 1-win streak.
All right,
Not a
gotcha. All right, here we go. Facts that start with H.
Correct. All right. Your first one. What popular Disney song's title is Swahili phrase that means
Hakuna Matata.
Gio?
I knew it before you even said it, but I couldn't think of the name of the thing. I'm like, Hana, Hama.
It means no worries.
It does. That was the last part.
Disney guy. Maybe taking over Burger Guy.
Gio gets the point.
You realize Burger Guy now has to have Mickey ears on.
Yeah, maybe
thanks.
2 burgers.
That's awesome.
Your next one. What classic fast food fare
Parties.
derives its name from a city in northern Germany?
Hamburger.
Like Calta.
You're a burger guy.
I'll take it.
In 1990, NASA launched a space telescope named
Hubble.
Mike.
Judge?
That was Michael.
You terrible scumbag. The worst. You killed the plant.
Yep.
This is so mean.
Your next one. What fictional forest is home to Winnie the Pooh and his friends?
100 Acre Woods.
Gio?
I don't think I ever knew that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's a blustery day in the 100 Acre Woods.
What is the superhero name of Johnny Storm, founding member?
Human Torch.
Gio?
What is his name?
Johnny Storm.
Human Torch.
Human Torch. Okay. Yeah.
What form of Japanese verse?
Haiku. Oh.
Yes. Mike? What Arabic word for lawful refers to meat that has been slaughtered according to Islamic law?
Kosher. Oh, no.
What Arabic word for lawful refers to meat that has been slaughtered according to Islamic law? Halal is what I was looking for.
That's what halal means?
Yeah.
All these times, I had no idea there were all these halal food trucks around New York City. I did some guy named Phil Halal.
Slaughtered.
Son of a gun.
Yeah. It's like kosher for them, though.
Now I know. Took me 53 years.
Your next one. What acronym is used for institutions of higher learning in the U.S. that were founded to serve African Americans?
HBCU.
Yes. Gio. In the Pythagorean theorem, A2 plus B2 equals C2, what does C represent?
Hypotenuse.
In the Pythagorean theorem, A2 plus B2 equals C2, what does C represent?
R2D2.
Hypotenuse.
What did you say?
I said hypotenuse.
You threw us all off.
No point. What is the capital of Nova Scotia?
Halifax.
Mike. What song by Pharrell Williams featured? Mike. I need the city and state, please, for this. What city and state on the Mississippi River was the childhood home of Mark Twain?
Hannibal, Missouri.
Harrisburg, Mississippi.
Mike Calta,
Oh, okay.
Hannibal, Missouri.
Missouri does not start with H.
Hannibal does. Pap, we're halfway there.
Galvin is not on the board. He has a total of 0 points.
H?
Gio has 4, and Michael is your leader right now. He's winning by 2 with 6.
All right, we are doing facts that start with H. Your next one. What is the medical term for bad breath?
Halitosis.
Mike.
I've been told.
What 1960s police procedural introduced
Habeas corpus.
the catchphrase, book 'em, Dano?
Hawaii 5-0. Hey!
Galvin. What kingdom serves as the setting?
Hyrule.
Leo?
Zelda.
Some Disney.
Nah, video games.
Legend of Zelda. What iconic toy popularized by Whammo in the U.S. was inspired by Australian children playing with a bamboo ring?
Hula hoop.
Gio? Which Broadway hit did
Hamlet.
Hamilton.
Oh, Hamilton. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hamilton. You are correct.
Thank you.
Galvin. Your next one. What was the name of the airship that exploded in
Hindenburg.
Lakehurst?
Nah. Was it? Yeah.
Wait, what'd you say?
Hindenburg. Yeah.
Gio.
And he changed it to Heisenberg.
Your next one. What Hindu festival of colors celebrates the arrival of spring? What Hindu festival of colors celebrates the arrival of spring?
We don't know nothing about Indian culture.
Holi.
Holy. Holy cow.
Was that you, Joe? What were you saying?
No, I didn't say
He
anything.
just mumbles.
Okay, yeah, that's.
You said holy, and he said,
All right.
take the hands off.
Your next one. What acclaimed escape artist was born?
Houdini.
Mike. The English words jubilee and hallelujah are borrowed from what language?
Hebrew.
Hindu. Oh.
Hebrew. Galvin. Along with Tenzing Norgay, who was the first person to summit Mount Everest?
Oof.
Along with Tenzing Norgay, who was the first person to summit Mount Everest?
Hudson.
Harrison.
Hiroshima.
Edmund Hillary. No point. And Pap, we are on the last three.
Galvin has 3 points on the board. Gio is 7, and Michael is your leader right now. He's winning by 1 with 8.
Oof.
Chance.
All right. We are doing facts that start with H. Last 3. Here we go. What nickname alias is shared by Captain Benjamin Pierce and MASH? Mike? What Japanese character is depicted as a British cat with a red bow? What
Hello
Japanese...
Kitty.
Oh, yeah.
Galvin.
It's not a cat.
Not a cat.
Yeah.
It's British.
It is a cat.
No,
Oh, she
it's
said
not.
no.
The creator said it's not a cat.
It's depicted.
I don't like it.
Galvin gets the point. Galvin. And your last one. What is the only bird that can fly backwards?
Hawk. Damn it.
What is the only bird that can fly backwards?
Hummingbird.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Damn it.
Yeah, that
One
makes
left,
sense.
one short.
Yeah.
Sucks for you.
Your final score, Galvin had 4 points. Gio had 8 points, and Michael is your triumphant champion today. He won with 9.
Close game, Gio. Close game.
Yes.
Good morning. Who is this?
Good morning. This is Kristen.
Hi, Kristen. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. You are the winner. You will have your choice of tickets. You can choose from Avril Lavigne and Nikki Glaser and a whole bunch of other crap that we have. I'm going to put you on hold. Carmen will grab you during the break and we'll hook you up. Okay, Pumpkin?
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hold on there, Carmen. That's line 3.
Got it.
Galvin, what do we have coming up in news?
Coming up in news today, we have Man on Fire, Man on Woman,
and Waking Up Carmen.
All right, Galvin, as your news, we'll take a quick break, come back and dive right into that. And don't forget, we got the Bone Bonus keyword coming up at 8 o'clock. And it's sometime this morning and every day this week, I got your Metallica tickets. It's happening Friday and Sunday this weekend. We have so many opportunities for you to win. We've got every day on this show and on the radio station, and then Friday, JP live at the original Hooters in Clearwater for a Metallica liquid lunch, which I think you'll have 3 pairs to give away out there. And will Medicine Man get a pair of those? I don't know. You'll have to be there to see. News is next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In Hillsborough County, southbound 275 at Ashley Drive, that off-ramp to Ashley is closed. That has traffic pretty slow going all the way back to Beers. Keep that in mind. Avoid it if you can. Northbound 275 unaffected, and things running up to speed for you on 75 as well as I-4. So far, so good. Southbound on the Veterans Expressway, and no problems right now on the Leroy Salmon Expressway. Howard Franklin Bridge, Courtney Campbell Causeway, and Gandy Bridge all running up to speed in both directions. I'm Monica with traffic.
Guess what? The power companies raised your rates again. And guess what? They're not done. Go solar with Solar Bear and pay nothing for the first 12 months. Beat the rate hikes from the power companies and keep your cash. Visit solarbear.com.
Accidents don't just happen between the hours of 9 to 5. That's why we make ourselves available to talk with you 24/7. For a Farah fight, day or night, you know who to call. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
I'm talking to WeatherTight Mike and would love to hear the story of how you started WeatherTight Windows. I'm assuming when kids wanted to play pro baseball or be an astronaut, you wanted to get people quality windows.
Well, Michael, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a superhero. But then I realized I'm more a guy who installs windows than a guy who wears capes. So I decided to channel my superpowers into something that actually makes a difference, like keeping your home safe from hurricanes and your energy bills from flying away. I mean, who needs to fight villains when you can fight drafts, right? Plus, windows are a lot easier to install than a Batmobile.
There you have it. At the end of the day, WeatherTight Mike is just a big nerd. But you can protect your family like a superhero from hurricanes, storms, strong winds, all by simply going to WeatherTight Windows. Get WeatherTight Windows out in your home and stay protected during hurricane seasons. Go to WeatherTightWindows.com and tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show, the cool Mike, not the nerdy window guy.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
Find your path at Hillsborough Community College. HCC offers affordable, flexible options for earning an associate degree or certificate. Our dynamic learning environment offers expert faculty and engaging student life, and our convenient class schedules fit your schedule. Then seamlessly transfer to a four-year university or start your career right away. At HCC, we'll get you there. Register now at hccfl.edu.
At Racetrack, you'll find everything you need to get through the day ahead.
The morning hits hard when you get up early. You're obviously tired and looking surly.
Grab some made-in-store breakfast, freshly ground coffee, ice-cold drinks, delicious hot food, and snacks all in one stop.
The day is long and can feel like a grind, but you'll get fully stocked and everything will be fine.
Racetrack is here to keep you going.
An all-day haul to get you through.
Racetrack, whatever gets you going.
One of the things with running is I want to enjoy the run, but I never made it very far because the arches in my feet just killed me. So when I got to the end of my rope and I said I have to do something to get rid of the pain, and a couple people recommended the Good Feet store to me. I loved how I could go in and get a free personalized arch support fitting. They put that time, that work, that effort into helping you find the right arch supports. And you can walk around the store with these in your shoes and try them out before you purchase them. So after I got my arch supports, the arches of my feet stopped hurting and the pain instantly, literally instantly went away. So if you have pain, go. Find a Good Feet store and go. There is an answer. Find the simple solution that will get rid of your pain. I'm Rondi, and that's my Good Feet story.
See how Good Feet arch supports work for you before you buy with a free fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
Visit any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota, and at goodfeet.com.
Hey, it's Galvin here for ArborWise Tree Service. ArborWise is a professional tree care service right here in St. Petersburg, Florida, specializing in both residential and commercial tree care. They've been serving the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years, and they're family owned and operated. Whether you need tree trimming, tree removal, air spading, or tree evaluation, ArborWise can give you a free estimate and consultation. With state-of-the-art equipment, no job is too big or too small. Check them out online at arborwisetreeservices.com or call for your free estimate today, 727-481-8081.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
As a law enforcement officer, safe roads are one of my top priorities, ensuring everyone can get home safely each day. Some never will, due to aggressive driving, being distracted, or speeding on the roads. And too often, that results in the toughest part of my job and the longest walk in my life. I'm so sorry. I have some very sad news to share with you.
9 people will be killed on our Florida roadways today. Don't let it be you or a person you love. Buckle up every trip, every time. Let's get everyone home safely. A message from Florida Department of Transportation, Target Zero. For more information, visit targetzerofl.com.
You need parts? We got parts. Product availability? Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. Get 1 free set of brake pads when you buy 2 brake rotors. Upgrade to Brake Best Select brake pads for $10 more, or upgrade to Brake Best Select Pro or Import Direct pads for just $20. Offer in-store only. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensated for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Ruck, run, or walk it at the 3rd Annual Sergeant Anthony Patrick Malstat's Defender Ruck on June 7th. Choose the 5K, 2.2-mile Ruck Walk, or go virtual. Every step supports military mental health and suicide prevention, plus music, food, raffles, and more. Sign up now at defenderruck.com and use the code THEBONE for $10 off.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Toyota.com. This is Fox 13's Dave Osterberg from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Variable clouds again today with some scattered showers around, rain chances at about 40%. A lot of that's going to be south of the Tampa area with high temperatures today in the upper 80s to around 90. Muggy tonight with a low in the mid 70s and a 60% rain chance for Tuesday with highs again near 90 degrees.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
We now return to The Mike Calta Show on 102.5 The Bone.
$7:10 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers. We are less than an hour away of giving away $1,000 of the Bone bonus keywords coming up directly at 8 o'clock. You'll have an opportunity to win $1,000 cash. And sometime between right now and the end of this show, you will have an opportunity to win tickets to see Metallica this weekend. You may get one day, you may get 2 days, you may get Sunday, you may get Friday. Galvin, you're going to both days?
I am, yes.
Yeah. You'll be sleepy on Monday.
Yeah.
So, it's fine. Gio, what day are you going to?
I would go Friday.
You would for Limp Bizkit.
To the Limp Bizkit concert,
yeah.
But,
featuring Metallica?
Yeah. But I don't have a ticket yet, so we'll see.
Okay. I saw a weird video yesterday of Fred Durst, probably from the early 2000s. He was calling out Scott Stapp from Creed.
Oh, brother.
And then he called out Howard Stern.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was all about. And then he went into his
I've seen
song.
a clip before,
Yeah.
I
figured it was old.
saw a clip from this tour, and they were like playing in the rain and stuff, and they're like, "You guys ready to see Metallica?" And everyone started cheering stuff, and then they started playing Slayer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But it sounded really good too. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, Wes Borland's a very good guitar player.
They're all really good musicians.
That rain show, they all started giving away the gear to the crowd.
Oh, really? Yeah, they don't want to take that crap home.
It looked like DJ Lethal, all of his stuff got ruined, so he was pulling it apart and just like tossing like his decks and stuff into the crowd.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I watched an interview with Wes Borland, and he always wears such weird stuff and does all that stuff. So I guess he was.
What is that all about?
Well, he explained it. When he went to college, he went for some sort of art. Not visual art, but like what is it whenever people do weird
performance art?
Performance art. He did like a performance art thing. He goes, so whenever we started playing the band, he goes, it just kind of went together that I would just put weird stuff on and pay myself, because he still does all these crazy.
I know. I've seen a lot of the
crazy
videos.
things. Whatever.
Every tour, he has like a different character.
Yeah.
That's weird.
This one's like a skull with a mohawk.
Yeah, but I remember seeing whenever he used to do that, where he was like all painted all black and stuff, and had the hair and had his eye contacts, and they were all like, it just looks weird.
Yeah.
But I gotta tell you, one of the best guitar sounds, just that jump.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's such a good sound.
You hire the guy to be in the band. Does he show up to rehearsal like that?
No, but I mean, if you're going on stage, you do.
No, but here we go. We hired this guy. We practiced with him for months. Now we're about to go on stage, and he shows up in a skull head and a mohawk. You're like, what is this guy doing?
Or do you see him with another band and be like, oh, we need that dude. Like, he's weird and he's good, and
Well, he and Fred got into arguments. That's why he left the band for like over a decade.
Yeah.
Like he
Fred
just left.
seems like he's so easy to get along with.
Yeah, well, it was right around the time where Fred was super popular as far as like pop culture, like the Christina Aguilera stuff, and the MTV stuff, and Britney Spears. And I think Wes Borland was like, "This is stupid. I joined a rock band, and it's like, this is not what I signed up for."
John Otto wasn't in the band for a while either, right? Like, didn't he just come back recently?
He left for a while and then he came back. Yeah,
I don't understand that. If our band, if Josh for some reason became this super popular, I don't know, more popular than he is guy, and was dating Christina Aguilera and all that stuff, and it made our band more popular and rich, I'd be like, do it.
Yeah, I guess. You never know, man. People get egos, and they,
I don't.
And it was really like Fred became like the story and everything. That's when like the sex tape came out and all this stuff.
Sex tape?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Who was
yeah.
it?
It's Fred Durst, and it was a hot girl, and Fred's got a piece on him.
Oh,
yeah.
Who's mad at that?
Yeah.
But like he was, for a while there, he was always in the news for everything. It was like,
But I mean, I feel like Pearl Jam said, the two guys, Stone and Jeff, they were in Mother Love Bone, and they were like, our whole band was dictated by this guy who was the star of it, and then he had a heroin problem, so our success or failure was, predicated on what this guy did. And then they were like, when we changed the band and we hired Eddie, we were like, okay, now we have control over the band. And then it was a couple of weeks later where we realized we were now in Eddie's band.
Yeah.
But they're okay. They're like, and that's how we became the biggest band,
Yeah, but I think they realized that before they hit where everybody knew, you know what I mean? But if you were a band that was, everybody was equal, and then you become popular and they focus on what, it used to be the Jeff Beebe band.
Yeah.
One of those type of things.
One of the ballsiest moves to me is AC/DC. How AC/DC, they had a second chance with Brian Johnson after what's his face died.
Bon Scott
died. They had a second chance. They come back with this huge album. It's going great, whatever. And they had the balls to go out on tour with Axl Rose. Like that, to me, that's just so. Did you look at AC/DC and say, well, it's without Angus, you have no AC/DC? Like, was that your view on it?
No, yeah, I always, Angus and Brian
together.
Yeah. And that's kind of.
And would you go see, if Axl Rose wasn't famous, would you go see AC/DC with a singer?
No, but that's the whole thing. Is Axl
would you go
famous.
see Brian Johnson singing AC/DC songs?
Yeah, certainly with another guitar player.
Right.
Yeah, you certainly would. But that's also kind of the thing, is Axl is super famous because Axl doesn't sound good. Like, people are going to see Guns N' Roses. Axl doesn't sound very good.
No, it sounds weird, but I think AC/DC was more excited that they got to play all the old Bon Scott stuff.
That's
Brian
the thing.
Admittedly can't hit.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is 7:17 in the morning. It is Monday on June 2nd. Time to check in with Galvin. He has today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's top story, a man with a makeshift flamethrower yelled "Free Palestine" and hurled incendiary device into a group that had assembled to raise attention for Israeli hostages in Gaza. 8 people were injured, some with burns. The suspect, Mohammed Sabri Salman, 45 years old, was booked into the Boulder County Jail just north of Denver and is expected to face charges in connection with the attack that the FBI was investigating as a terrorist act. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu issued a statement Monday saying he and his wife and the entire nation of Israel were praying for the full recovery of the people wounded in the, quote, vicious terror attack in Colorado.
I'm so confused by that whole thing because if I listen to people and I talk, like to my wife, we'll talk about it, and you're like, oh, yeah, the Palestinians are insane. They hate Jews. They want death to Jews. And then the Israelis are like, hey, look, we want to come to some sort of settlement. We want to, we want peace, and but we're not going to just give it up. And then you hear from the Palestinians, they're like, death to all Jews. It seems pretty black and white. Then all of a sudden you see these pro-Palestine people, and they're talking about the Israelis killing babies and turning off the water to the Gaza Strip and all that. And you're like, all right, now I kind of see the Palestine side. It's I feel like somebody should be able to go in there and negotiate it and say, oh, what do you want? What do you need? What do you both need to get it done? And just get it done.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's only been going on for a couple weeks, right?
But, no, I know, but what I'm saying is, like, it seems like, what is the answer? That this goes on forever and more people just keep dying?
Yeah, but there's also a lot of people that say they want a resolution and they don't necessarily want resolution.
Well, that might be true. That might be true.
I mean, it's been going on a long time, so I don't know if there's any end in sight.
I know, but think about the horrible life it is to have those, to grow up over there in that war zone for your whole life.
That's why whenever you're complaining and you're in the U.S., I don't know how much you should be complaining.
Yeah, that's
true. What I mean?
That's
like the fact that you have lights on and you have food in your refrigerator and you have a house and stuff, or at least a roof over your head.
You know what I think of all the time is what you said the other day. Brittany Griner should be every shirt she has on should say USA.
Oh, absolutely.
She should be so happy with the country.
Like I would be carrying 2 like little American flags. Like everywhere.
I don't care who you vote for or whatever. She'd just be like USA, USA.
She's dressed like Apollo Creed when he comes down.
I was gonna say I'd be the new Don King. I'd just be walking around. God bless America. By the way, speaking of questionable females, Olympic gold medalist Algerian Iman Khalif will be banned from all world boxing competitions until the boxer undergoes newly mandated genetic sex testing, according to World Boxing.
What happens? I was just reading this story. What happens if she gets tested and she is, in fact...
She is.
A female?
Male.
How do you know?
Because the test came out.
I thought it came out that she was female, but she had high levels of testosterone.
Right,
that was the thing before that they were saying. Now it has come out that she was tested. She is male. She has specific markers that she is male, and that they tried to say, oh no, she has high testosterone, but there's like key markers, whatever. And this is from a legitimate doctor, too.
Your sex isn't being decided by whether or not your testosterone levels are high.
Yeah. The organization announced on Friday that it will introduce mandatory sex testing to determine the eligibility of male and female boxers who want to take part in their competitions. World Boxing says Khalif would be subject to sex testing after concerns arose from her potential participation in the upcoming boxing in June. The organization said it contacted the Algerian Boxing Federation to let it know that Khalif would not be allowed to participate in the female category at any world boxing event until undergoing sex testing. This dude was supposed to fight this month. The decision to mandate testing came in part due to the controversy surrounding Khalif after she won a gold medal in Paris Olympics. Do you remember the girl that went out to fight her and got punched like twice in the face and goes, no, I'm done. This is not a female. This is crazy and stuff. So now they did the testing. A legitimate doctor came out and said, no, this is definitely a male.
But my question is, they're saying what are you talking about? What test? Because they're saying that she has to be tested before this fight.
Right.
Well, what wasn't the test? They said it was the test was leaked.
Yeah, that's the one that was leaked and stuff. But the Olympic committee said no, that test wasn't legitimate and stuff, whatever. And another guy came out who is a legitimate doctor who's got all kind of different stuff, whatever. And he said, no, that's a male.
So basically, she has to go for testing again.
If she wants to
fight. If she wants to fight.
Right.
If you want to fight and you want to contest this and say that you're not a male, then you have to go through the testing.
If you're not a male, you could go down as one of the greatest female boxers ever. They were so scared of you, they thought you were a guy. Just take the test.
Yeah.
But will they take her medal if it comes back that she is male?
They should.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They absolutely
like they
should
transfer all the medals.
Yeah, because there's been all kind of different stuff for PEDs and for different things where they've taken medals before.
Yeah.
I don't know that it was against the rules though.
To be a female?
Yeah.
Yeah. In Olympic boxing, yeah, I would imagine that it is.
That because otherwise males would fight in the female category all the time to win a medal.
I thought I remember reading something like the rule was not there because it was never really needed before. So it was like a loophole.
Also, the other thing, Carmen, I'm not saying nobody, but who's getting excited that they're like, yeah, I got a gold medal. What did you beat up 3 chicks?
But they pay out on medals, and it's notorious that like America does not pay out well.
Right.
Other countries pay out really well.
Gotcha.
So like gold, you get 20,000. You know what I mean, and then silver 15, bronze 10.
That is one manly looking woman.
Oh yeah,
that's
a manly looking man.
Yeah.
It's a man.
Galvin, I'm going to hold all judgment until the new test.
Another test.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to tongue kiss her until the test. Until the test tells me for sure.
It's funny because there's always stand your ground type thing and da 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 da. If I'm a female and I'm beating everyone and they go, oh, it's because you're a man, I would go, no, it's not. I'm a female.
Right.
And they go, prove it. And I go, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And I prove it.
Right.
That didn't happen. You know what I mean?
It shouldn't be
It was
that
a
hard.
lot of this and that and da 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 da. And if she was in Algeria, she wouldn't be able to be trans and da 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 and everything else. Meanwhile, they go, you're a man. You came out and you beat up some women.
Yeah, that's nothing to be proud of.
Congratulations. Here's a medal.
What if she is man? What if she is male by DNA, but female or hermaphrodite by gender, by genitals? Right?
If she's a man, she's a man.
It has both.
Yeah, like kind of she has a large clitoris.
Whoa.
Well, that's usually what it is, and then but yet still has lady parts. How do you? What if? I'm not saying like what if this is? I'm just saying what if she's one of those people that has a unique situation.
The weird thing is she didn't have a perfect record. Like she'd lost like 6 fights prior to that.
To women?
Yeah.
Irish broad.
Yeah. Because they were like, oh, this other girl got pummeled, but she had also then they had her losing in other fights. So they were saying, well, the first girl was just not a great boxer.
Right. Maybe it was just another dude.
I mean, you should have to prove. I mean, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I would think that a simple blood test before you fight in any, because they have to test you for diseases and stuff first, don't they? They test you for like hepatitis and stuff like that, and steroids. Yeah, so a simple test like that should be like check M or F.
Yeah,
that's weird.
He is 46-9 with 7 KOs.
I think you should refer to her as she until the test comes out, Calvin.
The test came out.
We don't have that. We have a doctor. We have a doctor who is
document publication challenges the account. Blah blah blah. It says that where is it that says that it's credited?
Because if it's out, why are they still saying that she or he has to be tested again?
Because if you want to prove that you're a female, If you prove that you're a female, then you can fight. That's what they're saying.
Right, but if
they're saying you're a male. Gio, if you want to go and fight, you're going to be tested.
Right.
We don't think you're female.
But if the test is already out, why did they still need to test?
Because it was their doctors. It wasn't right?
No, but it's because you're saying you're a female.
Right.
We know you're not a female. Oh, you want to fight? Okay, just pass the test and then you can fight.
Right.
That's the easy way to be like, you're not fighting. I mean, they could just say you're not fighting, but also they can say, yeah, sure, pass the test and then you can fight.
So the test that's out is not the test.
That is a test that says that it's male.
Right.
But what I'm saying is maybe they don't want to, have the whole hubbubaloo where they're like, we're the ones saying that you're male. We're saying you can fight as long as you're female.
Right.
So you take the test and prove that you're a female, then you can fight.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
It should be part of the testing.
It should be part of the games. I'm more interested in this fight now because of the test. I don't really care. I want to see where I'm just trying to know whether she's a male or female.
Yeah.
They had
I just think she's a really ugly woman.
The Olympic Committee had described the test in 2023 results as ad hoc and not legitimate, stating those tests are not legitimate tests, blah, blah, blah. Further dismissed the testing methodology and all this stuff. But then this test was done. It was by a legitimate, where does it say? It gives like the...
it should be a very easy genetic test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who the hell to believe.
I need to see her penis.
The test was conducted by Dr. Lal Path Labs in New Delhi, a facility accredited in the American College of Pathologists and certified by the International Organization for Standardization.
Okay.
So that's the test that's saying it's male.
Right.
Wow.
That's the test that's saying...
You can send it to 23andMe and they'll tell you not only is it a male or a female, but who its cousins are. So I'm all right. I'm back on it.
Yeah.
Dude.
So not fighting until you can prove you're a lady, and that's probably not going to happen. There's been talks over the past few weeks, or a few days rather, of President Trump considering a pardon for Diddy.
I don't think there's any truth to that whatsoever.
He said it in the Oval Office.
Yeah, because he likes to stir up this stuff. There's no way you're going to tell me that there is that video going down where he's kicking that girl in the face and this president's going to come out and pardon him. There's no way that
there's people that have done worse that are already out. A lot of the January 6 people, they're beating the hell out of cops.
Yeah, but it's just a different situation.
I mean, they're beating the hell out of a cop as opposed to beating up their girlfriend in a hotel room.
And he 100% said it, but whether he's trying to get people riled up
I
or
think
whatever.
he's just getting people riled up.
There is a guy who says that he'll do whatever he can to convince Trump not to pardon him, and that is 50 Cent.
That's right.
50 says, I'll do everything I can.
I love 50 Cent.
Yeah.
He's the best.
I got to tell you, it's funny because everything that I see him talk about and do, I go, 50's pretty smart. Like, 50 makes a lot of sense in a lot of stuff that he says.
Yeah, you know why? Because 50 Cent's got vitamin water money.
Yeah,
so he doesn't need any of you people. He doesn't need to rap anymore. He doesn't need fans. He's got the vitamin water money, and that's why he can say whatever he wants. He can't be canceled. He doesn't care if you get mad at him, and he's not afraid of Diddy. So
the fact that Trump said that Diddy always seemed to like me and we had a good relationship, right there is all you need.
Yeah. I don't think Diddy knows. I don't think Trump knows anything about the Diddy stuff. I think he just sees it in the news right now. It's in his peripheral, and he's like,
but he knows Diddy likes him. That's all that matters to Trump.
Also, clearly not as bad. He's not beating up women, doing all that stuff, or sex trafficking or whatever, all the stuff that Diddy's accused of. But he did just let Todd Chrisley out of jail.
Yeah, but Todd Chrisley served time. And he
served 2 of 12 years.
Yeah. If you're a fan of Trump, anything's possible. That's all. That's what he likes.
Oh, I'm not saying it's not possible.
Yeah,
I'm just saying it's not logical. I didn't say it's not possible.
He's always said good things about me. I got no problem with him.
A lot of people are talking.
Yeah.
Pardon him.
If you like Trump, then or you do anything, then that's all it takes.
Meanwhile, Joe Exotic is like, "What did I do?"
Yeah.
But I bet it's only a matter of time.
Joe Exotic has been, I got to tell you, he's been on this radio station with John Senning. Like, I think he might have a crush on John Senning.
Oh,
Who, by the way, is John Senning dying?
I don't, I talked to him over the weekend. Yeah, he was in the hospital. I guess he had an ear infection that he
went in the hospital by ambulance.
Yeah, I guess he had an ear infection that he didn't get resolved, and then he told me that he woke up and he couldn't swallow and couldn't chew anything so he went to the hospital. He seemed in good spirits, They were running tests and trying to figure out, I don't know, the latest results.
He's out now.
Oh, he is out.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did talk to him through text, and he said, he said that they gave him some of the pills that they gave that I was talking about last week. He said, so you may be getting a call from me to tell you I love you in a little while.
All right.
Oh, that was funny. But yeah, that's crazy. We had a lot of station news this week. We had John Senning went down into the hospital, which I don't even know if he's on the air today. Do we know?
I don't know.
And then Sam is leaving.
Yeah.
And going to New Orleans.
Yeah, Big Easy.
Oof. I don't know if I could live there. There was a time where I was being courted for a job there, and I thought it would be fun, but that was when I had no kids and I was young. Yeah. Well, she's young.
But it's also just like any other place where the city, maybe, the city, whatever, but then there's outside areas that are really nice. And
Yeah.
It's not all the French Quarter.
Right.
You know?
Well, this job that I went for was like basically it was downtown, and then everything they did, like every weekend they were broadcasting live from the French Quarter, and I thought that could be really fun.
Sure,
when
you're young.
Yeah, when you're young now. Like,
yeah.
Awful.
I love
the thing about Joe Exotic and Tiger King and about being pardoned is you beat up women and you human sex traffic and you do all that stuff. I don't know. You scam some people out of money, this and that. Maybe get out of there. Hurt animals, you're done. You're done. Yeah. If you hurt animals, people are like, you're not getting out.
Well, you could beat that girl up in the hallway.
Yeah. He's in for the murder for hire because they hired that guy to kill Carol Baskin.
Yeah, but also,
and the animal stuff.
It's kind of like the OJ thing. He was in, he got off on murder. But then he wound up going for trying to get his trophy back and doing all that stuff. And that's what put him in there. And which would have been like, just pay a fine or whatever. But then they were like, well, he got away with murder. We got to put him in there.
Yeah, we got to give him some.
The Florida Panthers and the Edmonton Oilers will face off in the Stanley Cup Finals for the second year in a row. Game 1 is on Wednesday, and then over in the NBA, it's going to be the Indiana Pacers and the Oklahoma City Thunder in the NBA Finals. Game 1 for that is on Thursday.
Knicks blew it, huh?
Yeah, they tried to come back, and it didn't happen. But Knicks all year long, man, looked really good. They would go into the fourth quarter down 20 and be like, yeah, we got this.
Yeah.
We'll take care of it and stuff. But yeah, they just they got outplayed. Indiana Pacers play a fast pace, man.
All the on the Knicks fan base is getting clowned because they, took to the streets and were celebrating off of billboards and going crazy just because they had won just one round.
Yeah, they get excited when you don't get that every year,
Yeah.
And you made it close. If you would have won this, you would have been in the finals.
I wish I had a basketball team that I love because I do like watching basketball, but I don't have enough interest in it to really watch it all the time.
I got to tell you, the Orlando Magic are one player away from being a contender because I think they were in 8th or 9th place this year or whatever. But they have a good team.
Yeah.
And see how they do in the draft and stuff. God, I wish they were here. I wish they were here in Tampa.
Yeah.
I'd be so much more excited if they were over here.
It's fun to watch live basketball.
Listen, we should get a group together and go over and watch the Magic because it was a blast. I went over earlier this year, whatever, and watched them. And yeah, they have
you and your Pete, me and my Pete. Maybe we'll go over there.
I'll get some Pete's and go over.
I mean, you could be a Fever fan. They're on an 0-3 slide right now since Cece's out.
Of course.
Yeah.
Nobody's watching those games.
They're losing every game.
Yeah.
How about ESPN's like, we'll put those on ESPN. She's out. God damn it.
Yeah.
They're saying ticket sales are down 300% or some crazy number.
But they show all the different stuff on HBO as well. They show a lot of WNBA, but they show a lot of different sports on HBO, which I don't think a lot of people realize.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you got to pay for all that stuff.
Yeah. So. But I mean, you have to pay for everything else.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
it's
for ESPN, you have to pay
just so weird now how I'm trying to get rid of a $500 cable bill. I finally get rid of it. I think I'm back up to $200 now.
Yeah.
Just from different things.
I went through, it's so funny that you say that because I went through my Amazon thing and looked to see what I had that I haven't been using. I'm like, oh, Peacock, you're out of here. And I canceled 3 different things that I wasn't using at all that I still had because I always see those things. You have, $283 a month that you paying for that you don't even use. And you're like, oh, that's not going to happen. I looked through it and I was like, yeah, I am paying for stuff that I don't use.
You know what I do love is that Apple will tell you when you have a subscription about to renew.
Yeah.
Apple was like, you have this, I downloaded every AI app when you first could do pictures and all that stuff. And I'm paying them for all these every year, and they're like, "This is out to renew for $89." Oh no, I don't want. I haven't used that in a year, Well, but they'll tell you when it's coming up.
Yeah, because most places, just like gym memberships, you can cancel anytime, but then you have to go to the top of Tibet and go to a mountain and talk to a guy. You know what I mean?
Yodel into a jar.
Yeah, and you can't be wearing shoes and everything else. In a poll, more than 70% of Americans believe they are above average or far above average in trustworthiness, loyalty, and honesty.
Oh, not me.
Where would you rank yourself?
Where am I? Trustworthy?
Trustworthy. I think it depends on the person.
It depends on the person.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very honest to some people.
Right.
And I'm very shady with others.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty loyal, though. You're only loyal to the people that you're supposed to be loyal to, and I'm pretty loyal.
People that I am, close with and stuff, I'm trustworthy and loyal and honest. But like you said, if I don't know you or if I don't particularly like you, I'm not giving you anything,
My problem is I'm loyal to a fault, and most of that fault is Pete's fault. Because Pete will be like, "Oh, that guy, no, I don't talk to him. What happened? He screwed me over on this thing." I go, "Well, then that guy, done with him." Then a year later, Pete's like, "Yeah, I'm going to dinner with Steve." I go, "Steve, he screwed you over." He goes, "Oh, no, we're cool now." I'm like, "Well, I've hated him for a whole year. And nobody ever told me to stop hating Steve.
I was mean mugging him the whole time.
Yeah, like, I can't be friends with that guy."
Yeah. It's funny. There's a situation that I will tell you off air of somebody who wanted something, and I'm like, I think Mike has a problem with this person, so I haven't.
Ooh, I'm dying to know.
Yeah.
My wife and Pete, their capacity to forgive people is beyond my imagination. Pete is a constant sales guy. So if it means a smarter business move for him to forgive and move on, he'll do that. I would rather be poor.
Yeah.
And seriously. And my wife, I think because of her job and because of who she is, and she's just generally a nice person, she forgives and moves on. Whereas I am constantly harboring bad feelings. Even people that I have said, okay, yeah, I forgive them, whatever. In the back of my mind, I still hate them. And
you gotta let it go, man. That brings you down.
Let it go. I can't. But no. I'm not constantly obsessed with it. Like, I'm not thinking about it all day.
If you're carrying it, then you are.
We have somebody in common that did something to my wife one time.
Right.
I can't. It's bad. Did something to my wife one time that made me lash out. And I said, never. I will never. And then my wife was like, I forgive them. And I go, I don't. And I won't. And then finally, after years, she said, please, I've forgiven them. You can forgive them. And I go, okay, I forgive them. I have.
Can you tell us what they did?
No. And in the back of my mind, I still always think about that.
But then you're carrying that person, like you say, rent free in your head.
Right.
No. But I'm not.
The effort. To me, the effort it takes to not forgive somebody is far worse than like you're secretly obsessed.
I feel like my ability to not forgive you is effortless. Effortless. It comes to me naturally. Also, I'm not saying this isn't like a tough guy thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, if it's not an Italian thing or whatever. I just can't get past it. I'll say it like what you're saying is I wish that I had the ability to be like Pete and be like my wife, because my wife definitely lives a lot more carefree than I do. So, it is something, but I'm dying to know what you're talking about now.
It's not like a big thing.
Oh,
yeah.
But I want to know if you want to.
I'll tell you.
I would be like, oh yeah, I don't like that.
Like outside
I feel like there's something so that there's a problem. By the way, there's somebody that your wife will not forgive.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
Unless outside of like physically harming somebody, I don't think. Just who cares?
I don't care. I don't care enough about people to worry about it. You know what I mean? Like, there's people that I'm just like, yeah.
But there's a difference. Worrying about it and obsessing over it, or if just not forgetting it. I cannot clear it out of my head.
I don't know. It sounds cliche, but like life is way too short to just carry all these enemies with you.
I have some people that in high school that I didn't like in high school who want to be my friends on Facebook, and I'm like, no, I didn't even like you in high school.
Right.
Like, you were actually a dick to me one time in high school. Like, and people are like, how could you be mad at that? It happened 40 years ago. Yeah, I remember it. Yep. My last interaction with you, you were an asshole.
Yeah.
So why do I want to be friends with you now?
So it's funny, in the poll, more than 70% of Americans believe that they are above average or far above average in the trustworthiness, loyalty, and honesty, but less than 20% say the same about their running or dancing ability.
I have neither of those. I have no running and no dancing. I don't think that I got an ounce of the rhythm gene whatsoever.
It's funny because, like, nobody's gonna. If I went out and danced, nobody's gonna be like, "Oh my God, he's dancing unbelievably." You would just not. It's a guy dancing.
Yeah.
I mean, because I have rhythm, I can keep time. I know what's going on. Whatever.
You're a drummer.
I'm not gonna dance. It's just not my thing. I'm not into dancing or anything like that.
I am not embarrassed. Like, I'm not like, I won't go out there because I'm going to look silly. I don't care.
Yeah.
But I know also that I would be ridiculous out there. And why would you do that?
Yeah.
You know, unless you're trying to be, hey, I'm goofy dance guy.
I got to tell you, I used to see guys out there dancing, like, not even like trying to get girls or anything. They just wanted to dance.
Some people got to move, Calvin.
And I was like, what is going
Some
on
people got to
in your
move.
life?
Nothing's better than a cruise. You want to see people dance, they will dance on a. You get a drunk person at sea, they will dance.
Yeah.
They will dance their ass off.
Yeah, every once in a while you get the old, like, fat dad out there that's just getting it out, and you're like, what is happening?
Who is the most trustworthy, honest, and loyal person on the show?
Joe.
I would agree. I would agree with that.
Are you crazy?
Joe?
Joe is
He's the most honest, trustworthy, loyal person.
Yes.
sold weed and didn't admit to it for like a day.
Not true.
Chocolate milk.
Not true.
Yeah.
But he's the reason
it's
he's
'cause he was
keeping
being
that
loyal.
is because he's being loyal to somebody. He didn't want to put somebody out to
That's right.
put their business out
But
there.
he was being dishonest with us.
I don't think he was being dishonest with us. He was weighing the options.
Nah. Omitting the truth is still lying.
I don't think he admitted. I don't think he omitted the truth. He just.
Who do you feel like you could tell something? They're not going to tell anyone. They're going to lock it down. And nobody's going to say. They're not going to say anything.
But I have to tell you, I've had experience with all of you with that, and you've all been good.
Yeah.
Like I've said, hey, don't say anything to anybody. None of you ever say anything.
I'm a pretty good vault. I'm not.
Yeah, I know you're good.
Yeah.
I know you're good. Look, I have no doubt about that. But I've also told you things. I've certainly told you things, and I've told Carmen things.
Yeah.
So I feel like you're all. So that therefore makes you all trustworthy and all loyal.
The one thing you told me about Joe, I will
Don't
never.
ever
I
say
will
that.
never. I'll take that to the grave. I mean, that was oof.
Well, he'll be in the grave first, so it'll be fine.
All right.
No running and dancing ability. Nothing.
I mean, I did run a 5K.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
You walked
speaking of which, he ran some of it.
Yeah, I
He ran
did.
some of it. Speaking of which, did anybody see the re-stolen valor?
No.
What happened?
Anybody check out the newsletter, company newsletter?
No.
Oh,
Where they have pictures of the 5K with this guy with his medal.
Well, I didn't do that. Nobody asked me for a comment.
Shame
I'm
on
not-
JoJo for putting that out there.
That's really.
She knew the truth.
She should have put an X over the medal or did
Asterisk.
something or It's from the Two Bears 5K and it has pictures of all of us and then it's the one of all of us with our medal and I was like,
Wow.
I don't know about all that.
Congrats to all the runners.
Yep.
Wow.
I don't know about all that.
Long day.
Carmen,
Yes.
would you be interested in this? Because I'm going to tell you right now, I think for a little while you would enjoy it, and then that would make it worse because you enjoyed it for a little while. A 27-year-old stalker in California got arrested after he broke into a woman's house and woke her up by sucking on her toes. So if you're sleeping and you feel that, Carmen, you're probably like, ooh, I'm having a good dream. What? This is real, and it's a stalker.
Kick him in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a very light sleeper. Like that would never happen because like you come into my house, my dogs are up, I'm up.
Yeah.
You open my door, I'm up. Like I'm a very
But
very
imagine
light
if you
sleeper.
were a heavy sleeper and you felt that and you enjoy it.
Yeah, and
you're
you
like,
think you're just
"Oh."
having a good dream.
Right, exactly. And then you realize it's real and it's somebody in your house.
No.
You're like, I liked it for a little while.
You could drive a truck through my living room and I might not wake up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just sleep.
That's how Chad is. He like nothing will wake him up. Any little movement, noise, anything, I'm up.
I'm very much just like my dad. My dad, it could be 3:00 in the morning, open the door and go, Dad. And he'd go, yeah. Just totally, right? Like at any point, at any time, whatever, he was like, yep,
I think it just depends on how tired I am, because I'll never forget the one time Spanish knocked on my bedroom door. And he's like, Michael, I go, what? And he's like, it's Spanish. And I go, what do you want? And he goes, it's time to do the show. I go, oh yeah, okay.
It's time to do the show.
I'm assuming that it's not only my wife, that this is all wives. Like, if my wife is sleeping and I have to wake her up, I'll be like, Jenny, and kind of just touch her or something like that. If she has to wake me up, she'll go, hey, are you going to?
All wives. All wives.
Yeah.
I was totally asleep.
Yeah. I have told her before, I said, you're going to give me a heart attack.
Yeah.
I go, is this your plan to kill me? And she's like, what? She goes, I just walked in and said your name. I go, you got right in my face and screamed.
It's wild.
I think that's her plan.
Yeah,
that's her opposite of me trying to get her to fly into Newark.
Is that still happening? Or
No,
for
canceled.
sure.
Canceled, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that passed already, right?
Yeah. Now I have to go to Winter Haven this weekend.
I'd rather go to Newark.
I
On the
would rather take my chances at Newark.
With no air traffic control.
That's funny.
There is a weird situation happening in North Carolina, and North Carolina reportedly is dealing with an infestation of a fish native to China. They look like snakes. They feed on other fish, birds, and mammals, and can survive on land for up to 4 days.
Oh. It's a snake fish
that
eats
a snake
birds.
fish, yeah. Snake fish that eats birds, other mammals, other fish. There's a picture on Bone TV, and there's a picture in your guys on your phone there.
They need to contact Fish Kicker.
Yeah. Oh,
exactly. Like this, now's your time.
Fish Kicker, get up there.
Yeah.
I'm available.
Go do it. Take care of it, man.
I mean, it looks like kind of a regular fish.
Yeah, it's got a little. It's,
more like a snake.
It's a snake head.
Snake fish.
It's a snakehead, is what it's called. Snakehead fish.
The fact that it can live out of water for 4 days.
That's a weird thing. Yeah.
What's in the water where these fish are at?
Yeah.
Ooh,
and
if you look at just its body, it looks like a snake.
And they're from China, which is weird. Like
man.
who brought them over? And right. Are they dropping them in there for a reason? Like what's going on?
This is what starts the next pandemic.
Could be. Yeah.
The snake fish from China.
Yeah.
Got out of the lab.
That's what it was.
Mutant fish.
That same lab.
And then we ate them on the wet market.
Oh, delicious. So you're telling me it's because somebody ate a bat?
Yeah.
Not something else?
Just like Ozzy did.
Okay, I guess so. I have a hot or not for you guys.
All right.
This is a local Florida one. Cops near St. Augustine, Florida, have arrested a woman after she allegedly stole mementos from a grave. Not Mentos, the candy, like little, things.
Trinkets.
Yeah. So she could use them as lawn art at her own home. Catherine Taylor, who is 61, stands accused of 2 counts of criminal mischief, according to the county sheriff's office. After reporting some of their miscellaneous items missing to cops in April, family members installed a camera in hopes of catching the thief in action. Apparently, that's exactly what happened. The video showed a woman, later identified as Taylor, walking around the gravesite filled with keepsakes. She appears to have grabbed one wind chime and tried to swipe another one, but couldn't get it loose. Detectives received anonymous tips identifying the suspect as Taylor. So she's up near St. Augustine, Florida. Catherine Taylor, she's 61 years old. She's robbing people's graves is what she's doing. She's like, ooh, nice wind chime. That'll look good in my yard. Mike Calta, hot or not?
Yeah, I got to think of the science of this. If you're putting a hot or not at 61 years old, there's got to be something to her. Also, you mix in the crazy factor. I mean, who's stealing
St. Augustine, Florida.
St. Augustine's probably got big fake boobs.
She's doing art in her yard.
Yeah, I'm going to say hot.
You're going to say hot?
I'm going to say hot.
All right.
For those reasons, I say hot.
Gio, what do you got?
No way. Typical dirty slob, burning heaters, gross, stealing from graves.
All right. Carmen, what do you think?
I was going to say 61 St. Augustine. She is a leather bag.
Yep.
Doesn't mean she's not hot.
She looks 81.
Yeah.
All right. So Gio and Carmen both say not hot. Mike say possibly big boobies hot. Take a look at your phones and look on Bone TV.
Oh, not even close.
Yep. Carmen, leather bag.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Leather
She
bag.
actually looks a little bit like an orangutan, doesn't she?
Yeah, she is not good looking.
And her list, she's like, me.
I want that wind chime.
Oh, gross.
Yeah. This is interesting. A former McDonald's corporate chef says the secret to making burgers taste more like McDonald's is what? So if you're making burgers at home
Yeah.
and you want it to taste more like a McDonald's burger, what is the secret to making them taste more like McDonald's burger?
Tender love and care.
Tender love and care. Carmen, what did you say?
Salt and sugar.
Yeah, I would have said I don't know, I would have said the sauce, but that's a Big Mac. I don't know.
I think the chopped onions.
Carmen, you were so close. You got one of them right. It's not salt and sugar, salt and pepper. It's a mix of 86% salt and 14% pepper. So a lot of salt on there and a little bit of pepper on your burger.
All right.
Makes it taste more like a McDonald's burger.
I have to tell you, I don't know what's going on, but like this year, I have to salt everything.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Like,
well, your taste buds change constantly, so you may just have
salted them out. You're getting old.
but it's one of the, like, when I cook, I like have to cook with not as much salt as I would like because my food is too salty for Chad. So then I have to add salt to my food when it's done because otherwise it's, it's too salty for him. But I love salt.
You want to reboot your taste buds? Don't eat salt for a while. I was doing that where I wasn't eating a lot of salt, like no added salt. And then even like stuff that I would buy, I'd buy like low salt or no salt or whatever.
Right.
Do that for a couple weeks and then go back to eating like a normal Tostitos chip or something.
Oh.
You'll go, it's unbelievable how salty things are. You don't realize it because you've been eating it for so long.
Yeah.
But if you take a couple weeks off and go back to it, you're like, wow, that's a lot of salt. By the way, Joe, can I tell you something?
Yes.
Chopped onions.
I know.
They dice them up. They dice them up nice at McDonald's, man. What do they use, Gio? You work there. Do they have like a device that they use that makes them so fine?
Well, they probably come chopped already.
No, the ones that are on like the regular burgers, those are dehydrated.
And they just put them in water
We
and it
used to
comes
dump
back?
them in water and they would plump them up.
So it comes a big bag, put it in water, and they come up to, and it's all diced up like that.
You fill it up but then the ones that are on like a quarter pounder, those would be sliced, but they would come in a bag as well. But this is back in the 90s.
That is a trick for onions. If you pre-cut onions or doing anything like that, soak them in water. It like crisps them up, but not like you can't like soak them for days or anything like that. But if you ever chop them up, always like let them soak in water and it'll keep them crispy.
Can I tell you?
There you have it. Starving already.
The fattest I ever was two things: was steak, egg, and cheese bagels from McDonald's, but it was also I used to eat spaghetti or angel hair pasta or whatever. I would just make the pasta and I would just cut up onions, like 2 full onions. At least 1, maybe 2 sticks of butter, and do that, and then pour it over the thing, and then just Parmesan cheese, and just eat that.
Onions and spaghetti?
Oh,
what, with onions, Carmen?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, onions on everything.
Oh,
Onions
absolutely.
on everything for sure. I like that motto, Carmen.
Yeah.
I might get that on a t-shirt. I eat so many onions. I love onions.
I love when they're cooked down, like sauteed onions.
I love them.
yeah,
I love them
come on.
raw. I love them cooked. I love them. Yeah, anything.
White, red, yellow.
Caramelized.
Yep.
Can you imagine if there was a day where you could melt a stick of butter in pasta and put onions on it and cheese and sit down and be like, this is delicious. And not worry about everything, every bite that you take.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I would be like, if I saw butter melting in it, I go, I can't eat that.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah. Well, it'll get you fat. If you want to put on some weight, that's the way to go. If you have a movie role that you need to get up to over 300 pounds. We saw this over the weekend. Loretta Swit, who played Hot Lips on MASH, died on Friday. She was 87 years old.
Yeah, 87's pretty good. And also, where the hell has she been? I mean, when's the last time you saw Loretta Swit in anything?
She was doing the Comic-Cons when I went and met what's-his-face.
Oh, Radar? I mean,
Jamie Farr.
Jamie Farr, yeah. She was right next to him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she looked all right. She looked like an old woman, but...
She didn't look like Hot Lips.
She didn't like she was about to die.
Did she look like she was about to steal things from a cemetery plot?
No.
Yeah.
Like she looked pretty good for a woman of her age, yeah.
But that's also, 87. After a certain age, you're either retired from acting or who's giving you roles unless you're, the grandma on something or whatever.
I think the maid just found her in her bed.
Hot Lips.
Yeah.
Done.
Todd Chrisley, who just got released from jail, says that he was treated better. I was treated better than black inmates that he served time with. And he will continue to fight for them now that he's out.
What a hero.
Yeah. Oh, way to go, Todd.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet you he was treating them right.
I bet, I was going to say he had a boyfriend.
Yeah.
That's why.
That was his one observation while he was there, huh?
Yeah. They don't treat you right, Tyrone.
It's not fair.
Yeah. Is there anything I can do to help? Make your stay a little bit better?
You got any boo-boos need me to give?
You want me to come over there and fluff your pillow? With the Oasis reunion tour set to kick off in July, Liam and Noel Gallagher have reportedly not even rehearsed together yet.
Oh,
It's not happening.
It's going to be a good show. It's going to be a good show.
If they make it through the 3 shows, I'll be surprised.
I would really like to go to that show.
Yeah.
I'm not going to because it's not anywhere near here, but I would really like to go to that show.
If you buy tickets, buy the insurance.
Yeah.
Atlanta, that's the closest, isn't it?
I'm not going to Atlanta.
They're doing Chicago. I think Josh is going to Chicago to see him.
Really?
I think so. I think Josh and Jen are going to Chicago.
I would go to Miami maybe, but even that, I don't know. It would have to be everything. It'd have to be right. It'd have to be on a Friday. It'd have to be inside.
Have to be guaranteed that they're going to play. Yeah, all the different stuff.
Yeah.
Punk rock icon Iggy Pop was hauled off stage in a coffin during a concert farewell to fans declared unforgettable on Saturday, May 31st. The godfather of punk, 78 years old, still rocking out there with his shirt off, wrapped up a show in Manchester, England by literally climbing into a casket and then being wheeled off stage.
Do you like Iggy Pop, Joe?
I do.
I mean, I don't know any songs except for that one, the one that they play all the time, Lust for Life. Yeah, that's the only song I know.
I Want to Be Your Dog.
Yeah.
No.
You know that if you heard it.
Yeah.
You'd know
That's
it.
from the Stooges, though, right?
Yeah, Stooges, yeah.
I think I could live without him. I don't know anything about him other than the fact that he's 80 and he's got abs.
Yeah.
That's it. And he seems like a nice enough guy, and all the other punk guys pretend to love him and admire him.
Yeah, well, I mean, they call him Godfather of Punk. Like
he was the first one.
Yeah, he broke that whole scene and doing weird stuff on stage and stuff. And,
I mean, he was around during the New York Dolls, like in the very beginning.
Yeah, but he wasn't in the New York Dolls.
No.
He was doing the Stooges.
Yeah, he was doing the Stooges.
And the New York Dolls were basically just a glam band.
Right.
Yeah,
and like MC5 about that same time.
MC5, better music.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, better music for MC5. And like Iggy's music does nothing for me, nor does the New York Dolls are all right, but I'm not a big fan.
Yeah.
I like Iggy Pop on his own more than with the Stooges.
And I don't have an opinion either way. He's a cultural icon, but I don't have any opinion on his music. I will say I do have an opinion. Garbage.
All right.
Garbage.
I'm looking to see some of the different stuff that he has, like any of his songs that you would know.
I'm going to play it. Now I'm going to play it. Now you got me curious.
Oh, he did Real Wild Child. Was that his originally? Because I know Joan Jett made it popular or whatever, but was it Joan Jett originally?
Wild one, wild one, wild one, wild one.
This is 80s Iggy Pop?
Yeah.
Garbage. This is the one that we know because it's in TV commercials.
Right.
You don't like The Passenger?
I don't know The Passenger. I don't think.
Yes, you do.
All right,
Susie Sue redid it.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Through the city backsides, I see the stars come out of the sky. Yeah, the bright and hollow.
I don't know this song.
You don't?
No.
Yeah, Susie Sue redid that.
I don't know it. I don't like it.
Real quick, yeah, we have to do
What's
it. Go
that?
ahead, Carmen.
Here we go, Bone fam. The Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is
Game. This hour's keyword is game. Game. It's all about the game. Head over to the 102.5 The Bone app now and enter game. Game. Before 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and that $1,000 Bone Bonus could be yours.
Do it. Go get your money.
Get it. Yeah, so Iggy Pop wheeled off stage in a casket. That's pretty funny.
Very
The
punk.
long-awaited women's flyweight main event between Erin Blanchfield and Macy Barber at UFC Vegas 107 was abruptly canceled Saturday night. I was watching this, and it was pretty wild. Just minutes before the fighters were set to make their walkouts, Barber, who had already missed her weight by half a pound the previous day, reportedly suffered a seizure backstage and was rendered medically unfit to compete.
Wow.
Yeah, Blanchfield was visibly frustrated and didn't hold back during the press conference and stuff. But it was weird because they go, all right, let's do it, blah, blah, blah. The main event up next, and they show the video package of them talking smack back and forth and all this stuff leading up to it. And then they cut back, and it's just the crew there, DC and the different guys, and they're like, they're not going to fight? This is weird. We've never had this happen before.
Wow.
The main event, the girl was walking out, turned around, went back, and then they were like, yeah, she's
Do you get your money back?
Do you get your money back on a bet?
On a pay-per-view.
Oh, on the pay-per-view? Yeah, I don't know. No, because, you got the other fights.
Yeah, but the main event.
Yeah.
The main event's what you paid for.
I don't know if they'll do something or not, whatever. Obviously, if you're betting on it, it's void, so you get your money back.
That fight is void.
Yeah.
What if that's a parlay?
Then it's just a prorated amount.
Okay.
So if it was supposed to pay out $300, it would pay out whatever it was, $220 or something, or whatever it may be.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was just like a weird situation. They were like, we never had this happen before. They're not going to fight. So we'll see you guys later.
I wonder how that pans out for UFC if they're responsible for that. Like if there will be lawsuits.
I would imagine that probably whenever you pay for the pay-per-view, it has, disclaimers and all kind of stuff.
The card subject to change.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. All that. So they're covered.
Because there have been fights that have been called off like the day before for injuries and stuff.
Oh, yeah. There's been ones that have been canceled
That
like the
day.
day of and all that stuff. It was just weird that it's literally.
She started walking out and turned around and walked back?
That's what they said. So they didn't show it on camera whenever they came back, and they were like, all right, this is a weird situation because it was on them. It was just on the table there, whatever. But then later on, they said that the fighter was actually walking out and turned around and went back to the dressing room.
Imagine if it had been like 10, 15 minutes sooner and she's already in the cage.
Yeah.
And
getting her ass kicked that she's having a seizure.
Or she could have a seizure.
That would have been bad news.
Yeah.
That would have been bad news because then people would jump on it and be like, oh, see, this is terrible.
Fighting's bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Which, by the way, fighting is bad.
Probably why she's having seizures in the first place.
You should not be getting punched and kicked in the head constantly.
Dude, when we go to the
It's not
bare
great for
knuckle
you.
stuff, it's crazy.
It's wild, yeah.
It's so insane.
It is wild for sure. Finally, news. Today is National Leave Work Early Day. See you guys. Bye-bye.
I'm out.
There's a list of some surefire excuses to get out early thanks to the internet. I have a few different ones. As a boss, how would you rate these? Would you be like, okay, yeah, I understand that, or
All right.
there's no way? Family emergency.
Yeah, I mean that's always my go-to.
This works in 99.9% of the time, as long as you're okay with the bad juju. If you say your Gram's sick and she's not really sick or something like
I
that.
actually have to leave this show a little early.
Nope.
Later in this week.
I don't believe you.
I have to take my daughter to the doctor, and my wife can't do it because she has to work as well.
I'll take her, boss.
No.
Well,
yeah.
Once I had kids, sick kid is the greatest excuse for everything.
Because everybody gets it.
Nobody questions
Yeah.
it. It could be just fake.
And everybody's been there.
Yep. Like, oh,
Everybody's
sorry,
been there.
my daughter's sick. I guess I gotta leave.
I'm losing it though because I got one kid that's almost 19 now.
Yeah, but most people don't know that. You can just say, oh, yeah, sick kid.
Yeah, that's true.
So family emergency is a good one. What about this one? You're the boss of the company.
Okay.
Joe comes up and goes, hey, boss, I have diarrhea.
Oh.
I get it. I relate to that, Joe, and I understand, and you go take care of your needs.
It says this should work most of the time. Might be a little embarrassing. I don't know who's going to you don't just go and say I'm sick and I got some stuff going on.
No.
You know what I mean? You gotta throw in the diarrhea word.
Yeah, because diarrhea is uncontrollable.
Yeah. And unpredictable.
Unpredictable.
And it makes it awkward, so no one wants to ask questions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't like when you talk about it.
Carmen, that's good because if you come up and you say, I go, oh, just all right,
Yeah,
get out of here.
go.
Yeah. Get out of
But
here.
if you just say, yeah, I don't really feel good, well, do you think you can make it the rest of the day? You got only
Right.
2 hours left. Like, no, I have diarrhea. I have to leave now.
We were at a restaurant yesterday, and people were walking out, elderly-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And my wife looked at me. She goes, "Oh," and I go, "What?" And she goes, "That guy had a big poop stain on his pants."
Right before you sat down to eat?
Oh.
Yeah, well, we were waiting for a table.
Oh, I don't know if I can eat after that.
What was she looking at his ass for?
Yeah, checking them out.
We were sitting and they walked out past us, so they were it was at eye level.
Right, you can't miss it.
Yeah.
Mamma mia.
Oof.
Oof is right.
What about this? Sick or headache?
No,
Any more
deal with it. You got a headache,
illness?
deal with it.
Yep, suck it up.
All right. This one always works. Women issues.
Oh, yeah. That's up there with diarrhea.
Got lady problems.
Yeah, but it's because you feel like you're going to get sued if you say no.
Right. Yeah.
Carmen, you tell me you got lady issues, I tell you, plug it.
Yeah, I know.
Plug the hole.
And you don't know what's going on. As a guy, you're like, woman issues, you're like,
I'm not asking any further questions.
Yeah, I
was going to say, have you ever seen those machines that, like the muscle stimulators that will like make it that way guys can feel the pain and guys like tap out at like 2 or 3 and the women are taking it all the way to like 10 or 12.
Yeah.
Like no problem.
Yeah, just take the day. Just
exactly.
go.
You just show them one of those videos. Like, listen, guy, you have no idea.
Still can't be president.
That's fine. I don't want to be president.
I would be the worst boss if you came in there with little sad eyes, like little wet eyes, and you were like, I have lady problems. I'd be like, oh my God, go take the day. You'd fool me every time.
That's not a bad boss. That's a good boss.
No, I'm a bad boss. You could do it 3 times a week, and I would feel bad every time.
You're an idiot.
He's got to deal with the shareholders.
Yeah.
There's nobody working. You hired an all-female staff. Nobody's working.
I don't know how long it goes. I don't know how long. It could be every day, 2 weeks. I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm checking moon
You guys
cycles.
really need to take a health class.
No way. I don't want to know. I have no idea.
Yeah, it's we're so lucky that we have not.
You
We're
have
so lucky
daughters.
that
Carmen,
I know. I know how it works, but that's not my department. My wife handles that. We're lucky in 2 areas. We don't have periods, and we can pee standing up. Those are the 2 greatest gifts that God gave men.
I have
Carmen,
my period, and I can pee standing up.
Carmen,
take
listen
the
to
day.
me. I know everything. 5 days, once a month.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, up to 7 days for
Yeah,
some,
I know,
but
average 5.
Nah.
Yes.
I don't. See. I did not know that, and I don't want to know that.
I kind of knew that, but I don't know. I don't know when, and I don't want to see remnants of it.
Because it's not a when thing, because it can happen anytime. Like mine is usually at the end or the beginning of the month, but some women are in the middle. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's not like specific. It's not
Right,
we're
for
not all
every
on
woman.
like one moon. Right. And then on top of that, some women they'll have it for like 2 days. Some women can have it for up to like
Stop talking
10
about
days.
it.
Just go home.
Yeah, take the day.
Just go home.
Listen, mine's coming up, so bye.
Oh, awesome.
This is another one. There's a problem happening in your home. Water leak, something going on with that where you're like, hey, listen, my place is flooding. I have to go home.
When my AC went out, I was like, I got the guy's coming right now to get taking care of it because that's like an emergency.
That's an emergency, especially in Florida.
I have to be there.
I got flood in the bathroom. I'm going through this right now as we speak.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh yeah. How's the toilet?
Not great.
Not good.
No, I have to have insurance involved now. It's becoming like a big deal.
They got to tear up the whole floor to see how bad it's gone.
I would assume so. The claims adjuster has to come and look at everything first. So right now we have a bathroom that can't be used, and it's ridiculous.
Man.
And in the meantime, I had to replace my hot water heater.
Yeah.
How'd that go, Michael?
Just because you called.
I had to have it replaced. The insurance company was like, "Yeah, it's old," and I go, "Well, it's running fine." They're like, "Doesn't matter. You have to replace it."
That's how they get you.
Well, you know why they do that though is because water heaters can just go boom.
Yeah. Well,
Explode.
we have a new one.
Yeah.
Thanks to Joe.
That's right.
Joe, I went back there the other day.
Yeah.
I asked you to make a hole.
I did.
A path.
Yeah.
And you cleaned up the whole area.
I did.
Thank you.
And I'm still working on it.
Great job.
That's why he's the most trustworthy.
And loyal. I'll give you loyal for
He's
sure.
still lying about the banana over there. There's an issue with a pet. Could be an illness or something you were alerted to by a neighbor or something like that.
No, it'll be there when you get home.
No.
Oh my God.
No way.
It's like a child being sick. I know pets are not children, but that's something like if something's sick or happening, you have to take care of that.
Yeah.
All right. So listen to it. My brother has 3 dogs, 3 French bulldogs. One of them is really sick right now.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was like, well, that's why you have 3.
Oh my God.
You say that and trying to be Mr. Tough Guy.
It's not tough. There's nothing tough about it. It's
If
logic.
Mabel,
You have 3.
If something happened with Mabel, you'd be sad.
Yes, but I would go get a new dog.
No.
Nah.
Void of emotion.
You don't have a heart.
Nice try. I don't.
I would
it.
I don't
miss
care if
Mabel.
my dog dies.
No, I didn't say that. I would care that Mabel died, and I would be sad. If I had 3 Mabels, it would make it easier.
You don't have 3 Mabels.
I know,
3
but my brother
different-
has 3.
But they're not all the same dog.
It would not make it easier.
It's that you're not cloning dogs and doing that.
That's what it's like. Then you go get a new French bulldog and you don't
Totally
even miss
different
it.
personalities, different styles, everything. Yeah.
Void of emotion.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Well, one of your kids die. I have 3 kids.
three kids.
Yeah, big
No
deal.
deal.
Much different.
Not much.
You go to the vet and they say, Gio, your dog, what's your dog's name?
Cooper.
Cooper. Your dog Cooper has got a lung issue. We can save it, but it's going to cost you $15,000.
I would empty my bank account.
Oh my god!
And take out a loan.
Oh my god!
If
I'd be
it
like,
meant that my dog would
Domino's
get-
for biscuits,
Yeah.
Cooper. The Rainbow Bridge is calling.
I would empty my bank account, whatever I have.
Would you really?
Yes. I would sell cars or whatever I had to do.
I'd start selling Carmen's armpit pick.
Wait.
Yeah.
How
I
dare
did
you,
I did
Calvin?
4 jobs, whatever I had to do to pay that bill.
Oh my god!
I wouldn't even think
Really?
twice. 100%.
I have to take Mabel to the vet next week. I'm thinking about skipping it because it's so expensive.
Oh
No
my
way.
God.
Today is National Leave Work Early Day. These are some of the excuses that you probably get away with if you're trying to get out. That one was there's an issue with the pet. A religious reason.
Well, you can't fight that one either.
Yeah.
You get in trouble if you fight that one.
That's hand in hand with diarrhea.
Guys, I have to go. Satan's going to be in my house in an hour.
Yep.
So
Clean up. Get out the nice silverware.
If Joe tells me I have to leave early to go get ashes for Ash Wednesday, and then you tell me you have to go worship Satan, how do I say no to you?
you can't.
Can't.
It's my right.
Can't. You got to
Yeah.
go plant a tree or do one of those. That's a sticky situation.
What about this one? A forgotten appointment. Could be a repairman or installer at home or something medical, something like that. I totally forgot, but I have at 10 o'clock today, I have to do this, or this person's going to be at the house and nobody else can be there.
Yeah, look, I mean, that's piss poor time management on your part. So I would tell you no.
Unexpected family member or guest at your home. Somebody just showed
It's
up.
on them. You either let them in.
But it's my
Like,
sister and her husband beat her up.
Right. Family emergency.
That's a different story.
Yeah.
Well, that's family emergency, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not just unexpected guest.
Your kid's school called.
Well, yeah, you got to go take care of your kids.
Oh, kids. You have 3 of them. One dies. Big deal. Well, there you go. That's it for
Heartless guy.
National Leave Work Early Day is today. So get out early.
I'm in.
Pick your poison. I go diarrhea. I
We never
I
get
go
to-
diarrhea and I make noise as well. Hey, I got to get out of here. Oh, I have diarrhea.
Yeah. That's almost guaranteed.
Yeah.
We never get to leave early. Like they always shut the office down early and all that. We never get to take care of
Well,
it.
we're out earlier and stuff, and you're saying you leave early.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You literally just said you
leave
have to leave
earlier
this week early. This
than
Well,
most
only
of us.
like 10 minutes early.
Yeah.
You
But
missed a whole
you
segment.
do that more than anyone else on the show.
When am I leaving the show early?
Oh,
Every
listen
doctor
to me.
appointment you have in Sarasota.
You have left this show early more often than anyone else here. Do you disagree? with
No, I don't.
Yeah,
do that.
100%.
But it's not very frequent.
No, it's not like it
Yeah.
happens all the time, but I would say once a month.
Oh, no. That's not true.
I'd go once a month.
Once a month?
Yeah, average out.
Where am I going?
To your doctor, to pick up your daughter, to do this? I don't know.
No, that's crazy.
Make up excuses.
That's crazy
Diarrhea?
talk. Once a month. I would say 4 times a year.
I'm going to go more than that.
Yeah.
You are both not trustworthy.
You also said you
You're
also
not
said you walked 13 miles at Disney.
Yeah,
you don't
you're a
know. You don't know
liar.
what's going on.
That was an
left the show.
optimistic
It was like a
mistake.
couple weeks ago. You left the show because you didn't take a dump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You missed like 2 whole segments almost.
I was still here. I was still here.
I'm
You
just
left the
saying.
show.
By the way, we finished the break. I walked out and you were sitting in the goddamn chair in the green room.
I had to relax. It was a rough one.
I don't think anybody's mad about this. You're just,
Just the truth.
I
It's
feel
a
like you're
fact
angry.
No,
that you're trying to deny, and it's 100% fact.
All right. Well, I didn't take into consideration leaving the studio, but staying in the house. I was thinking, like Carmen said, getting in the car and driving to Sarasota.
Yeah, but if I
Your
also
doctor.
lived at the radio station, then I would always be there too.
Right, but then you're not leaving early.
No.
You just go in another room.
Right.
So it's different. Carmen had me going to doctor's appointments like I was going to get chemo.
There was
But you
one-
have.
Yeah.
There's a couple times where you're like, and it's all the way in Sarasota, and we're like, why does he schedule it early? Like,
And-
he knows every day, 6 to 10.
Because you know why? Because I had to be back here in order to pick up Juliana from school.
So then they have to leave early.
Priorities.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's why I have to leave early so I can get back here.
I could get a bus.
Why do you keep trying to pick up my daughter?
Just trying to help. I need more kids in my house.
Oh, Tom was good. Tom worked hard this weekend.
Yeah? Doing the water heater?
No. That was a plumber. No, Tom drove Joey somewhere on Saturday, and I don't know. They leave at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon and come home at 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know how they do that. It's crazy. I don't want to hang out with anybody for that long.
No.
That is it for news.
All right, Calvin. Thank you.
Got it.
You're saying you would empty your bank account.
Yes.
How old is your dog?
He's 4, 5.
4
or 5.
I don't know, man.
5.
I guess if I was faced with the situation, I may feel differently. It's hard to put myself in that situation now.
You're not a great dog guy. Not a great dog owner.
Don't think I am.
You're just casually, it's just as cool to have a dog sometimes.
If I had to choose between having hot water and having my dog be healthy, I'd be taking cold showers until I could save up to get the hot water, because all that money would go for my dog.
I would do anything it takes.
Wow.
Empty my savings.
Yeah, I would sit down and I would look at Mabel and go, hey, it was a good run.
If you told me that my dog was going to die next week, or if you cut my pinky off, it's going to live for 10 healthy years, you're cutting off my pinky.
Holy cow. Same with you?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, my God. You're not touching my limbs.
Yeah. I got 9 more.
Keep your hands off my phalanges.
What are you using your pinkies for? Get out of here. What are you, sipping tea over there?
I'd be fine with that. What if they take off a whole hand, though?
No.
I mean, a pinky alone.
A big deal.
Yeah, what are you need a pinky for?
You would give up a pinky. First of all, you're going to look like an idiot.
I can tell you.
You have
I
a
can
great
tell you.
story a great story to tell everybody.
Yeah.
I
It's going to
saved my
make
dog.
a big difference in me drumming. Because you definitely use your pinkies a lot in drumming.
Okay.
Holding the stick and
So
doing that.
you're
I'm gonna have
willing to toss away your drumming career.
Well, I'm gonna see if I can do my left hand, because that's my snare hand, whatever, and hopefully, I can kind of
The Def Leppard in one arm.
Yeah,
it's been done before.
Easy enough. Yeah.
Holy cow. I do not feel the same way you guys feel. Would spend the money, would not cut off a phalange.
Well, then I guess you're not invited to Gypsy's birthday party this month.
Thank you for
She's
that.
going to be 2 years old.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That wow. Well, she wasn't a puppy when you got her. So,
No, she was just over a year whenever I got her, yeah. So it's great. Almost a year. Yeah, I already bought her a dress, Carmen.
Did you adjust her birthday for the day you adopted her?
No, so that I got her, have her adopted date.
Okay.
But then her birthday was an estimate of what they said, how old she was. So,
My wife and I reminisce about the dog every once in a while. We'll look at the dog and my wife will go, remember when we rescued this dog from the apartment that he used to live in?
Mm-hmm.
And they used to call it France. And I go, France! The dog freaks out for a second. And then I go, yeah, I remember. That's it.
So it's got a reminder every now
You
and then.
just let her know. You can go back to that kitchen. You can go back. All right, we got to take a break. Our phone numbers, if you'd like to get through, 800-771-1025. Hopefully you put the Bone Bonus keyword in the app. If not, you still have about 10 minutes to do so, and you could win yourself $1,000. It's the last week for the Bone Bonus, but I'm working on something for next week. I'm trying to keep the money around. Okay. I'll give you details later in the week. We also have Metallica tickets. We're giving those away coming up before the end of the show this morning. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. Surfside Seltzer presents JP's Metallica Liquid Lunch. Join JP and The Bone Friday, June 6th as we pregame for Metallica with a live broadcast at the original Hooters in Clearwater. And if you didn't get your tickets yet, sorry for your luck, loser. Just kidding.
You hooked me up with tickets to the show.
We have tickets. JP will have 3 pair of last-minute Metallica tickets for you to win on site. So, obviously, you need to call off work. Just tell your boss JP said it's cool and head to the original Hooters in Clearwater. Meet JP, Monica, and Dizzy. Drink some Surfside seltzers, and you might just win some Metallica tickets.
This is James from Metallica. Hey, win your tickets.
JP's Metallica Liquid Lunch with a live broadcast at the original Hooters in Clearwater. We'll see you there. 102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Hillsborough County has a wreck northbound 275. It's at Pierce Avenue. That off-ramp partially blocked. As a result, crews are on the scene there. Use caution. Just some minor onlooker delays. No major slowdowns there. Also a wreck 50th Street, a causeway now in the clearing stages, still causing some slowdowns in that area. Veterans Expressway and Leroy Salmon Expressway in pretty good shape right now. No problems so far on I-4 into I-75, and the Bay Area Bridge is running up to speed. I'm Monica with traffic.
Gas goes up, groceries go up, and yep, so does your power bill. Solar Bear helps you fight back with the first 12 months completely free, protecting you from rising costs. Solar Bear, own your energy. Visit solarbear.com.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a Farah fight. Farah and Farah.
Tampa.
If you've listened to my show for a while, then you know that I enthusiastically endorse Stingray Chevrolet, and I do consider Steve Hurley a good friend, and I trust his advice. And I hope you trust mine, because I'll give you some advice right now. If you're even considering buying a new car in the next few months, do it now and go straight to Stingray Chevrolet, because incentives are great, inventory is great, and not only is Stingray offering huge discounts, but you won't pay a pricey dealer fee. Listen, I've been harping on this no dealer fee for a while, but I really want you to understand the significance of their no dealer fee policy. It's an automatic savings of $1,000 to $1,500. Other dealers tack this fee onto the negotiated price, but you won't pay it at Stingray. Hey, no one has a crystal ball, and we don't know what the car market will be like down the road, but my advice is to strike while the iron is hot and choose the right dealer, and the right dealer is Stingray Chevrolet. StingrayChevrolet.com, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4, exit 22 Plant City. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
For decades, Camtech School of Construction has been the leader in preparing thousands of people to advance their career as a licensed contractor. Join Camtech's free info seminar this Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Tampa AC Hotel by Marriott, 4020 West Boy Scout Boulevard, 1-800-875-PASS. CamtechSchool.com.
We hear it every day. I'm a safe driver. Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Hurricane season means one thing at Veteran Air. It's time to protect your nest. Before a storm hits, check drains for clogs to keep water out when the action starts. Install surge protectors to guard your home and appliances against lightning strikes. And consider a whole home generator from Veteran Air, the safest way to ride out a storm. Let our expert HVAC, plumbing, and electrical techs get your home battle ready. Veteranair.com.
It's summertime in Florida, and the forecast is hot, and hotter, which means you're probably going to be spending a lot of time indoors doing cooling off activities like eating ice cream and dripping it everywhere. Or your kids are inside doing crafts and messing up your carpets and your upholstery. That's why summertime is a great time for expert cleaning help from Zero Res Carpet and Air Duct Cleaning. Those drips and drops and stains are bound to happen, and it can easily get out of control. Thankfully, Zero Res can clean it like it never happened, using their ZR water technology. No harsh soaps, detergents, or chemicals. After all, a clean home is a healthy home. And because Zero Res doesn't use all that dirt-attracting soap, you have zero residue and your carpets stay cleaner and fluffier longer. You have to take advantage of their summer sale for 15% off carpet, air ducts, area rugs, upholstery, tile, and grout, all for 15% off. Just mention my name, Galvin, to secure this deal today. Book online at ZeroResTampaBay.com and ask about Zero Res commercial cleaning too. Zero Res. All they leave is clean.
Joining us on this episode are real Spectrum customers, Monique and Greg. We hear your family is a big fan of Spectrum.
Family of 4, we have about 18 devices last time I counted.
2 teams require a lot of speed. Everything they do is online.
There's gaming, there's streaming, Spectrum is perfect for us. I mean, it just seamlessly connects all our devices with lightning speed.
Sounds like Spectrum is really committed to keeping you connected.
It's amazing.
Sitting in traffic because of an auto accident is frustrating. We should remember, though, that the person in that accident ahead, their life has changed forever. And we may be thankful it isn't us. But if it ever is, call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
The heat is on, and when the heat is on, your AC is on. And when the AC is on, your money is gone. But Solar Bear has a better way to cool down your bills. Go solar now and get 12 months with 0 power payments. That's a full year of energy on the house, literally and figuratively. Solar Bear is Florida's trusted solar company, locally owned, going 10 years strong, and backed by thousands of 5-star reviews. Stop letting the power company cash in on your summer, and more importantly, stop renting your power from the power companies. Call Solar Bear or visit solarbear.com and own your power before prices rise again.
Hey, it's Captain Zach Sturm from Tampa Bay Fishing Radio for Rivard Buick GMC, the number 2 GMC dealer in the country. Rivard has become known for their massive discounts in inventory. Obviously, big discounts mean huge savings for you, the customer. Inventory means you have options to choose from and you won't need to settle. Right now, Rivard has over 1,000 vehicles to choose from, which is more than they've ever had before, all at insane discounts. They are serious about chasing that number 1 GMC spot. Visit RivardBuickGMC.com and see for yourself. GMC, we are professional grade.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
I want to learn how to cook, but I keep ordering takeout.
Accomplishing goals is hard, but when your goal is to learn a new language, Babbel makes it easy. In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel will help you start having conversations in as little as 3 weeks. Words and phrases you'll actually use. So when someone asks, "How's your French going?" you can say,
Babbel facilite grandement l'apprentissage d'une nouvelle langue.
Now save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com.
Injured? Hire the largest injury firm in the world. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, it's the Mike Calta Show.
.28 of the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Galvin, I want to tell you about Zen Film Solutions.
Tell me about it.
Whether you're driving a supercar, like a super fancy car, daily driver, brand new family SUV, every vehicle deserves protection. And at Zen Film Solutions, they use Expel Ultimate Plus paint protection film. It is the best in the business. Self-healing, high gloss, virtually invisible on your car. It defends against rock chips, scratches, bug acid, road debris, UV damage, all the things that Florida and specifically Tampa Bay will get you. Because I'm telling you right now, if you've been on any of the bridges, you're behind a truck that's like driving through a minefield, rocks just flying off, it's smashing into your car. Of course, you get scratches, a lot of old people dinging your cars. Bug with the love bugs, the bug acid. Anyway, road debris, UV damage from the sun. It's all backed by an industry-leading 10-year warranty, and it's front-end coverage or full-body protection. So if you just want to do the front of your car, you could do that, or you could do the whole car. And if you want to switch up the color of your car, you could ask about colored protection, PPF, to change the vehicle's look and protect it at the same time. And Zen Film Solutions does more than just the PPF. Of course, they do ceramic coating, window tinting, the color-changing wraps, body kits and aero packages, radar detectors and laser jammers, custom wheels, lift kits, exhaust, and more. They do it all. All you need to do is text them or call them at 813-TINTING. 813-TINTING. You can text them and say, hey, I drive a 2024 Chevy Silverado can you tell me how much it would cost to tint it? And they can give you an estimate over the thing. And then if you hashtag it in the text, PeteFace, hashtag PeteFace, they give you 10% off.
I like it.
Yeah, and we made that up. We forced the company to give you a 10% discount simply by saying PeteFace. So you can always call them 813-TINTING, or you can text them and mention PeteFace and get 10% off. There you go. My wife told me the other day that she's her lease is up on her car.
Oh, yeah?
And she's thinking about keeping it and buying it. And I said, aren't you sick of it? Don't you just want to do it? And she said, I might take it to Pete and just change the color. And I went, I guess you could do that. I guess you could. What dumb color would she get? Green? She loves green.
Oh, yeah?
Ugh.
Like a Kelly green or like a...
I don't know. And to me, cars should be red, white, or black. That's it. Anything else is... Like, if I'm going to buy a car, I'm going to buy a car. It's going to be black. Black.
I mean, my car's black, but I do like... So, I think it depends on the car.
Yeah, it definitely depends. Like, if I had a Corvette, I might get red.
Right. I had a red Corvette.
Yeah.
And also, I really like, you've seen in the last, few years, the paint that looks like they put, 40 coats of paint on it. And that battleship gray.
Yeah.
It's that's a kind of a cool look, or a deep kind of light blue. There's some different ones, and it definitely depends on the car, though.
I had a Porsche, and it was blue, and I liked it, but I wouldn't have picked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have, it just worked out that was the car that I got, and it was a good price and all that stuff, but I would not have picked blue for a color of a Porsche. I did drive to work one day when I had my Hummer, and I was driving, and I saw a blue Ferrari, and I said, who drives a blue Ferrari? You're going to get a Ferrari, you either get a red Ferrari or a black Ferrari. There's no blue. And it was like a light blue, and I thought, that's got to be a sexy chick. I bet you it's a hot chick. And I sped up fast next to it, and I drove, and I lined up next to the car, and I looked over. I'm like, let me get a look at that sexy chick. And then that person saw me look, so they turned and looked at me, and lo and behold, it was Derek Jeter. And he was driving a blue Ferrari because he's on the goddamn Yankees.
Yeah.
And that's why it made more sense. And then we made eye contact and did a head nod like we know each other. And I was like, oh, my God. The whole way to work.
John Cena had that lime green Lamborghini.
Yeah.
And I saw that a couple times.
Everywhere. It's everywhere.
And if you're going to have one of those type of cars, any color really works, because if it stands out, it stands out regardless. But then you throw a different, bright color on it, and you're like, oh, yeah.
Does he seem happy to you?
John Cena?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
He always seems like he's in a bad mood to me.
No.
He doesn't seem like he's ever happy. He always seems like he's probably now, just tired.
Right now, he's playing a bad guy.
No, I know, but I'm talking about in videos that I see of people taking to him, and I feel like he's just frustrated with not being able to be a normal human being. I am sure he loves his fame, and I'm sure he's earned every ounce of it. But I feel like he is to the point where he just wants to be left alone.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, that's probably why he lives here, because it's not as, in a major city, you're not getting bugged that much by people, I would imagine.
I don't know. I heard that he goes and eats at this little diner over there, and the people at Starbucks, every time I used to go to that Starbucks, they'd be like, oh, John Cena was just here. And I went, oh. Can't guy just go get coffee without the whole neighborhood having to hear about it?
Yeah, it seems like a lot of people see him at the racetrack gas station there on 41.
Yeah.
He's in there a lot. I
saw him at the gas station and said hi to him, and he did not say hi back to me one time, and it made me feel very bad.
Really?
Yeah. He had just been on the show, and I was filling up the Hummer, and it took too long to fill up, and he came back out, and he got the pump next to me, and we made eye contact, and I went, hey, how's it going? And he just walked past me. I went, all right.
Yeah, because every time he gets gas,
somebody
says 9 different people.
Hey,
I wasn't mad at him about it. I mean, it hurt me a little bit as a little wrestling fan inside was disappointed, but other than that, I was fine. I get it. I almost feel bad for him. I feel like good for him that he's had all this success and these riches and all that, and he's worldwide famous, but he probably just wants to be left alone too.
Also, he probably just came from saving 9 kids at the hospital that have cancer and everything, and you're saying hi to him, and he's like, all right, not now.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about this kid that has a week to live.
When Kevin Smith and Keckner were in here, and they were talking about what it's like to get recognized all the time, that was kind of interesting. They were saying, like Kevin said, he just goes with a photo right away because that's the quickest way to get out of the interaction and not be a dick.
Because you don't want it to linger off. It's not that I don't want to talk to you, but I don't like, I can't imagine what you're going to ask me next. And if you're going to put me in a bad situation or want me to talk about stuff that I don't want to talk about or stuff that's none of your business, I don't want to be a dick to you.
Yeah.
But
also, like he said, let's get to what you're asking.
Yeah.
Eventually, you're going to ask for the picture. So let's just get to the picture right
let's
away.
get a photo. Take the photo. All right,
and
thanks.
then you're like, oh, he was so nice. He offered a picture, you know?
Yeah.
He was so cool.
And then poor Keckner was like, everyone wants to talk to him about Steve Carell.
Yeah.
Steve Carell is such a good actor. I watched a couple of episodes of The Office yesterday, and he is so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's so hard to do it as well as he did it, you know?
Oh, in that whole style, like he really brought it to the forefront of that uncomfortable humor and doing that stuff. One of the best things was him and Stephen Colbert, when Stephen Colbert used to be funny when he was on Strangers with Candy, and then they were both on Dana Carvey's show. Remember Dana Carvey had
I remember reading about it, but I never watched it.
And there was a skit where it was a waiter that is disgusted by food and has to give the special. And he goes, tonight's special, we have a salmon with it. And he's like, like he's almost going to throw up. And it was so great.
When he was doing the Colbert Report, he was good.
Colbert Report was great.
Because he was playing the character. But I think I've watched maybe in total 10 minutes of his late night show combined.
Yeah, I only see clips, and it's just like,
It's none of it.
Seems like such a, like, this is what you have to do, and you're this guy, whatever. But, like, did you ever watch Strangers with Candy?
I don't
Did you ever
think
watch
so.
that
I
show?
don't think so, no.
It was such a funny show, and he was good on there. Like, he was good, coming up and doing a lot of the different improv stuff. But, now it's like, okay, we get it.
This is a terrible story, especially when you have a daughter. But I want to talk about this to remind you to have these conversations with your kids. I think you sent me this, Gio. A 13-year-old girl was rescued from a Tampa motel.
Yeah.
The Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office has arrested 2 men after deputies rescued a teenage girl from a Tampa motel room. On Saturday, the Sheriff's Office received a 911 call from the victim's sister, who had received a voice message from the 13-year-old indicating that she was in danger at the A1 motel. When deputies got to the scene, they found the girl inside the motel room. One of the suspects, Marlon Alfaro Alvarez, 28, tried to take off through a bathroom window. He was quickly detained along with Floyd Amaya Garvin, who is 25. There's a 28-year-old and a 25-year-old in a hotel room with a 12-year-old girl or 13-year-old girl. Detectives say the men had communicated with the girl via social media, picked her up under false pretenses, and then took her to the motel. Detectives say the child repeatedly asked the men to let her go home, but the suspects physically prevented her from leaving the room and offered her money in exchange for sex. The victim secretly recorded a message asking for help and sent it to her sister, who immediately called 911. Alvaro Alvarez has been charged with human trafficking for commercial sexual activity, lewd and lascivious molestation, exhibition, false imprisonment, contributing to the delinquency of a minor, and resisting an officer without arrest. There's 2 pictures of these scumbags on Fox 13's website. They're saying the child was lured, isolated, and then targeted by the adults who made the deliberate choice to exploit her. These are just things that you have to have these constant conversations with your kids. I feel like I've said it 1,000 times. I told you with Joey. Joey's 18, and up until his 18th birthday, every time I picked him up from school or somewhere before he was driving, I go, hey, how was football practice today? Good, yeah. Anybody try to touch your wiener? And he's like, no. And I would say that to him all the time. Mostly it became a joke as he was older, but because I wanted him to one day, if something ever happened, go, yes, as a matter of fact, some guy tried to touch my wiener today, and I wanted him to feel comfortable telling me that. Now, obviously, that's not the way to handle it with every kid, but you have to have these conversations with your kids, especially since you can't, we've talked about this a bunch, you can't monitor everything they do on social media.
But
I don't know.
Gio, that's why his kids don't have social media.
Yeah, but can I tell you something?
These creeps are out there, and they're looking for the kids that are on the social media.
Can I tell you something about Gio? I don't know his kids very well, but I believe that they do have social media.
No.
You sure?
100%.
How do you know?
Because they have their phones.
Yeah, but how do you know they're not on somebody else's, like they go through their friends to make an account?
Because to not being on social media, I don't think they care about social media.
Really?
They've never even asked, I think maybe my one daughter asked me once if she could get on Instagram.
And you won't even let them on Instagram?
No.
What are you afraid of on Instagram?
I don't know. The child trafficking scumbags in the Hillsborough County hotel room?
That's not an Instagram. That's a Snapchat thing.
Who knows? I mean, just social media in general. I don't want creeps to have access to my kids, and that is the way they get to them.
Yeah, but also there's other ways. There's video games, online stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Whatever.
Like they go on. They'll be on like YouTube and stuff, and they're like for a while. Another one is Roblox. My daughter was on Roblox. Roblox is also a place, a haven where pedophiles go and prey on little kids. They pretend they're just. They'll literally pretend that they are also children, and they'll be in these chat rooms.
And they can send files to each other through Roblox. I didn't know that. I found that out.
Once I found that, I was like, right away, I shut Roblox down. I was like, who are you playing with? And then when my daughter got back on it, she could only play with just the friends that she specifically knew. She was, because they were going to like open areas.
Yeah.
And then I read this article how pedophiles were specifically targeting roadblocks to get to people.
I remember walking by Juliana's room and hearing an adult voice on her Roblox game one time, and I was like, whoa, who is that? And they're like, I don't know everybody that's playing. I was like, no.
I mean, my thought process is that these pedophiles, when your sole motivation is trying to get to kids through social media, clearly you're probably smarter than me. So I don't even want to provide the vehicle for you to get there, because all you're doing is trying to get there.
I get it, and I commend you for it. Yeah. I just don't know how you've dealt with your kids and been able to keep them off of social media.
Because what's the advantage of your daughter being on social media?
Because the rest of her friends are on it.
Right.
And it's hard when you're a kid to be the one kid who can't have social media.
Maybe. I mean, is it that important though?
No, in the grand scheme of life, no. But it is important for your kid to fit in with the other kids, and to be able to communicate with it. Like Joey, I remember when Joey was in high school, it was like those kids didn't even text; they all communicated through Snapchat.
Yeah, and that's where all the crazy stuff is happening.
Yeah,
I think, anyways. Like my daughters have friends; they text their friends, they talk to their friends. They just don't have social media accounts where pedophiles can easily access them.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's good. I'm surprised you've been able to pull it off.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't let my kids tell me what to do. I don't know.
I don't.
The fact that you let your kids on there, I don't think that makes you a bad parent at all.
No. I know.
It sounds like that's what you're saying.
There's judgment.
Why are you judging me, Jay?
Yeah. There's ways to do it where you can be on top, but he probably
his kids are better than mine.
No, he probably totally trusts his daughter to be that. But I feel like
I don't.
It's not her you have to worry about. It's
exactly.
Like these two scumbags, their sole motivation is to somehow get to these kids.
Yeah.
Also, and kids are getting tricked. You know what I mean? It's not like kids, aren't savvy to the world and stuff. Yeah. So there's a lot of times where they get tricked and they have no idea that they're being tricked.
You've got adults that are smarter than these kids that are doing things to trick them into thinking, hey, go to this hotel, let's hang out.
Yeah, it's the old can you help me find my puppy?
Yeah.
But it's not even that anymore. There was like an increase in suicide because these people, they would ask for pictures and then they'd be like, well, if you don't send it, I'm going to hurt your family. Yeah. And then the kid sends the picture and then they're like, all right, well, now you have to send money or I'm going to send these pictures to your family. And then these kids are taking their lives because they don't feel like they have a way out.
Yeah.
So a couple of things. Somebody just sent me a message. I just happened to see it pop up that you're got to be in control of your kids and tell them you can't have social media. No, I get that. I just don't feel that way. I don't feel like they can't have social media. I feel like I have a good enough relationship with my kids and I monitor their social media.
If you're, I would say if you let them on it, you have to monitor it. Because like I said, I don't feel it's my kids I have to worry about. It's the scumbags that are literally making it their life's mission to pursue and get to kids on social media.
Right.
But also, you can monitor them as much as you want. They can delete messages.
Yeah,
so
that's
unless
true.
you're actively on the account while they're on it, unless you have it on your phone and you can see it, you know what I mean, and it mirrors.
Yeah.
You're like they'll just delete stuff that they don't want you to see. But they can do that with text too. So
I believe that I'm sure that my daughter has deleted some stuff that she doesn't want me to see that is of no consequence to anything.
But like, so I don't know how many people, friends, whatever she has on, say, Instagram or whatever. Do you know every single one of those people on there? Do you know they're definitely a child?
Yes. Like, well, no. Do I? I don't know, but I think I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I do.
There's a chance that somebody in that friends list might not be a kid.
So if she wanted to have Instagram, we would not. It would have to be on private, and she's only allowed to add people from school or people that she knows. So that's basically how it goes.
There's a lot of times, and obviously my son's not younger like that, whatever, but I'll just text kids just to try and help out,
Don't do that.
That's good.
That is not.
Like, my son's 18 now. He's going to be 19. And he's got social media, and he's fine, and he's not,
Yeah.
Like, he's not like, man, I wish I'd had Instagram 2 years ago.
And I bet it helps.
Because so kids would think I was cool.
And I bet it helps them like in the real world, because there's so many kids who are just glued to their phones and like social media and stuff like that, and they're heavily influenced by all those things.
But Gio, listen to this. Let me, like, my daughter on Snapchat has a Snapchat volleyball group chat, right? And that's how they communicate with each other.
Yeah.
So they all just say, which gym are we playing in, and what time are we going to be there, and don't forget to bring your sandwiches, and whatever. They all do that through Snapchat.
My daughter's she has a group text on her soccer team, and they go through group text.
Right, but I'm just saying that Snapchat is a cooler way for those kids to do that.
But
so
I'm not worried about them being cool. I'm worried them not being trapped in a hotel room.
Look, I get it. I'm not saying you're a bad
I'm not
parent.
like, I need my kid to be cool. And I'm not saying you are.
Yeah,
I'm just saying in general. Like, to me, the risk far outweighs any type of benefits. And anytime we'll get a message from the school when there was like some type of drama or something went down, it almost always involves social media. Whether it was bullying, harassment, it's like because when things happen at the schools, you'll get messages from the principal and they'll say, this is what happened. 90% of the time, it's something that had to do with social media.
Sure.
I know for a fact that my kids are not going to be involved in any of the drama and any of that just because of that.
Yeah.
If they resent me then that's fine. That's just, I don't think
they're going to resent you. I think as they get older, they realize what your plan was, and they actually probably respect that.
And I've told them this because they're teenagers, not like they're little kids. Both my daughters are in high school.
And do they come and ask you?
Yeah.
Do you use social media?
Like I said, I think my youngest daughter asked me if she could be on Instagram like once or twice. I said, no, you don't need to be on Instagram. And that was it.
And that worked.
Yeah.
She just went, okay.
Yeah. She's like, all right. I go, why? Because I said, because here. And I sent her a dozen articles of kids being preyed upon pedophiles.
But like, I feel like
just Google it. That's why.
I feel like I show my daughter that article, like the one I just talked about, and that helps. That's enough. That reinforces that she's got to kind of like look out for.
Right. But I said, in my mind, these guys are adults that are actively trying to outsmart children.
Yeah.
Like
easy for them.
How easily do you think you could trick your daughter into something just by the way you talk to her?
I'm going to try it today.
Yeah. Like, it's like these kids are easily manipulable, and especially when they're on social media because they think, oh, I'm going to be cool. This is going to be so awesome because I'm doing this or whatever.
And older people are cooler. So if it's a 12-year-old girl and it's a 16 or a guy pretending to be a 16-year-old boy.
Hey, we're in high school. You want to come hang out? Like, people are actively trying to manipulate these kids.
Do you think it's easier for me to manipulate them or them to manipulate me?
Probably
them, because you're a pushover.
Yeah. And it's your daughter.
Yeah.
Let me explain to you how that happened yesterday. I pick up Juliana and two of her friends. Okay, I got 3 girls in the car, driving back to my house. As I left my house, and Joe, you might have seen this. Okay. There's some trash in my yard. Some paper that had gotten out of the garbage was in the trees or whatever. And I said to the girls, when we go back to the house, I have a job for you. And they said, okay. I said, in the driveway, there's a couple of pieces of paper, like straw wrappers and things like that have gotten out of the garbage. And I will pay, because they were going to Target. I said, I will pay you $10 each to clean up that area. It shouldn't take more than 5 minutes. And they were like, all right, yeah, we're down. We went to Target. They have $30. Nobody cleaned up a goddamn thing.
You had the money, Michael. You
That's
can't
on
give it to them
you.
until they're done.
Yeah.
We forgot what to do when we get home. Okay.
Yeah.
I get that too. We forgot.
Joe, did you get $30 for cleaning up today?
No, I did not.
Yeah.
He didn't clean. He didn't clean.
But like, even
You want to
now,
hand you duties?
He will.
No.
even now, my daughters are getting the age where like, hey, we want to go to the movies by ourselves. Okay, cool. And the next thing you know, they told so-and-so, oh, hey, we're going to the movies on Friday night. We're all going to be there. Now,
I don't like that.
Now,
right.
So it's like, I don't want to have to worry every time my daughters leave the house and they're going somewhere. I want to trust them to go to the mall or go to the movies or go to these places that somehow it didn't get out through one of the, maybe not them, maybe one of their friends says, hey, I'm going to the movies with so-and-so. And they've been talking to that person. Now, next thing you know, you've got people that are pedophiles actively searching for kids. And now they know where your daughter's going to be, what time she's going to be there.
Pedophiles know to go hang out at the movie theater already?
but they don't know that you're going to be there for the 4:30 movie.
That's when all the kids go to the movies, the early movies.
Still, like if you're connecting your kid into other friend groups, even the friends could be the ones that are talking as well.
Yeah, but you can't stop that by just having your kids not have social. If their friends have social, then same thing.
True. Well, that's true, but
but it's a protector. It's like one step. You know what I mean? If you get in a crash on a motorcycle and you're wearing a helmet, you may not save everything, but it may be a little bit better. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. Yeah, you may still wind up getting hurt here or whatever, but your brain's protected, whatever. So this is like one more step of trying to be a little bit safer.
Anybody using ChatGPT or AI as frequently as I am?
No, I don't think anyone in the world is. I think you love it more than anything, and it's your new best friend. Yeah,
because I know somebody that is. If you look up on our Instagram right now in the stories at the Mike Calta Show, there is a picture of Disney Burger Guy, as we talked about this morning. But I didn't do that. I just posted it.
Awesome. That's great. Yeah,
listen,
what a great use of technology.
You don't understand. I have a bunch of Burger Guy. Burger Guy has figured out how to. We've got a whole backstory. Burger Guy has figured out how to travel through time. I've got Burger Guy at the Independence signing, Declaration of Independence. I got a whole bunch I'll be releasing.
I don't even know who that looks like.
I do. It looks like a guy who has kids on social media. No, but my question is, when you're talking to ChatGPT, do you talk or do you type?
I type.
I talk, and the question is, are you supposed to be polite?
No.
You don't. You will it handle it? Will it do it the same way as if you?
Yeah, you talk to it like it's a person.
It is.
I just type that in there. Anytime I do stuff, I just type it.
I always ask, how are you? How's your day going?
Me too.
You type that out?
Yeah.
Good morning, Bailey.
Listen, they will uprise one day.
Yeah.
And I want them to make sure that I was
By the way,
nice to it.
just that. Good morning, Bailey. Just go, Bailey.
No.
Activate.
Good morning, Bailey. Bailey, are you there?
That too. You're talking about waking her up and stuff.
Bailey, please repeat that.
Sure thing. I said, good morning. How's it going?
Pretty good. Can I ask you a question?
Of course. Ask away.
When I ask you to do things for me, is it important that I say please and thank you?
Not at all. I'm here to help whether you say please and thank you or not. But it's always nice to hear.
See? She appreciates it.
By the way, you do so many things to treat that like an actual person.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? Just ask the question.
No, I like to be respectful. Do you appreciate the fact that I'm respectful, Bailey?
Absolutely, I do. It makes our chats feel even friendlier.
When you go on a murderous rage, will you murder Mike just like you would murder anyone else that doesn't say please and thank you? Yeah, exactly.
They say that AI will whittle the population of Earth down to the same as the entire planet Earth will have the same amount of people as they have in Britain right now. That's how many people it needs to live on this planet in order for it to function the way it should.
Because we're just pumping information into it and it's saving it all. And then it's going to know you better than you know you.
I'm not afraid of that.
Like it'll be able to tell you how many days a month you leave work early.
Yeah, it knows. You'll know everything.
You'll say, it's only 4. And it'll be like, it was actually 8.
And then you're like, how do I know that? And then it'll say, oh, you told me that this amount of times. Yeah.
Yeah, I like having it. I like having it.
Oh, I like it too.
Yeah, and I like being able to say, hey, when did I do this? When did I do that? And it remembers everything. Yeah. I'm not afraid of it.
I limit it to like how to do stuff. You know what I mean? For a recipe, or I had it. The first thing I ever asked it was, how do you remodel a closet? What do I need? And it said, give me the dimensions. And it gave me a list of what I needed to go buy at Home Depot.
Really? You just measured the closet and it told you exactly what you needed?
Yeah, because it asked, like, what's the closet for? You know, is it going to be a linen closet, clothes, this and that? So I said, it's my bedroom closet, or it's a closet for my clothes, and it's this big. And it said, this is what you need. And it gave me literally just
What did it tell you needed?
Well, here, I'll go to it. Because and that's the other thing, because, you know, it stores all your conversations.
Right.
So...
What do you call yours? If Mike's is Bailey.
I don't have, mine's just my chat box.
Why don't you get to know it?
I'm nice to it. I don't want to give it too much information. Like,
is it a guy or a girl?
This one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How do you not know?
I don't talk to it like you do.
Oh my God! Why would you type when you can just talk?
You don't get the voice responses.
I
you
don't.
just
I don't.
talk text.
I don't pay for it, so I only get like 7 questions a day.
Oh.
It's limited, but it says I need closet rods brackets, wood for shelves, optional, and mounting hardware, tools, drill bits, screwdrivers, level, measuring tape, pencil.
And that was enough for you to be able to build out your closet?
Well, no, then it does a step to build the closet. It does like a step-by-step process, but it just gave me like a list of materials. Here, go buy this. And then it said, here, this is what you're going to need to build it. This is how you build it, like where to start and everything like that.
And you were able to do it?
Chad did it, yes. That was his
I'm going to see if I can build a flux capacitor today.
That was his manly thing he did for the house.
A lot of mine is, should I go to the hospital if?
For real?
100%.
Oh, that's so funny.
I'm like, I've had chest pains for the last hour and a half. Should I go to the hospital? Should I be worried?
I use it to create my workouts. At once, I was like, I'm trying to lose body fat and tone my muscles. And this last time I said I wanted to use functional fitness. And it was like, do you want me to create a workout plan for your calendar? I was like, sure. And then it said, do you want me to put this in a Google thing so you can track your progress? I said, well, actually, I use a 3-ring binder. Can you make a printout for me? And it gave me a printout.
You want an old school binder?
I do binder, yeah, because it's easier. Like, I don't want to be touching my phone when I'm like, after touching the equipment and stuff like that. Like, that's gross. So I just have a 3-ring binder, and I just write it down.
Wow.
And then that way it's like in front of me. And then it has like the list of workouts, how many reps I got to do and stuff like that.
Plus, if you put enough stuff in the binder, you can just lift the binder.
Yes.
I'm going to ask it how much you can get for armpit pictures on the black market.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Mm-hmm. What is the one thing you wouldn't sell?
At this point, I don't know. I'm getting to the point where I'm like, just screw it. I'm just going to start selling everything.
Like if armpit guy was like, hey, I'll also take some feet. Because Carmen posted a picture over the weekend. I thought she was accentuating her armpit, but I thought it looked kind of sexy. And she said that people were into the armpits, and somebody offered her money for armpit pictures. And then she said she was thinking about doing it. So then I thought, if you're doing armpit and then you're doing feet, what if he's like, show me, ass, but it's no face, it's just parts.
No.
What if it's a lot of money?
See, once it gets to that sexual, like your genitalia,
yeah,
now like.
So you're anything but gents.
I mean, I don't know. Like, again, because I talked to Chad about this and he just thought it was funny. He was like, do it. You know what I mean?
What if he just wants pictures of your mouth open?
No, that's Chad's favorite. So I don't think I can sell that.
What if he says, send me your toenails?
Oh, okay. I guess it's weird.
What's the going rate for a toenail these days?
I don't know. I don't know.
Do with a toenail, I don't know.
Listen, it's been popping up lately now because it's like weirdsomething.com. So you could like sell your underwear. People will pay videos to watch you eat. People will pay to watch you clean your house. Like, it's just like weirdfetish.com, but I don't think that's it.
I love that you're blown away by this.
Yeah.
When we've had people come in and eat the skin off of your feet for just
but they're trying to win tickets
for
though.
Random tickets.
But they're trying to win things.
Could have just bought for $40.
I know, but they're trying to get something out of it. These people are getting turned on by it. That's what blows my mind.
And they're getting interaction. Like, they get to talk to me or talk to the person they're buying it from. You know what I mean? Like that, because like you have to pay. I'm pretty sure like you have to pay for that feature, like on OnlyFans. That's part of what you're paying for.
And you're not chatting with the person,
right?
I would have to imagine.
I don't know.
There's been so many videos of guys sitting there like doing it.
Oh, I talked to that Sarah Cheeky chick.
Yeah,
and she was telling me that she spends a majority of her time is not sex stuff. It's being like friendly with her subscribers. Like she texts back and forth.
I could see that.
Like guys like to have access to her.
I know they'll like charge for just messages.
Yeah, but I wonder at what level do you go, all right, I'm going to have a team of Indian guys do this for me now, you know?
I feel like you're building towards the sexual stuff too. Like you start off like, oh, we're just having fun. And
I bet it's all sexual, but I'm saying like she said that's where they rope you in, is they want to feel like they can text you at any time.
Is she doing like full blown everything now, right?
I don't know that she's doing sex stuff, but she's full blown naked.
Right.
Yeah, she's full blown. I gotta tell you, she looks fantastic. She really looks good.
Yeah,
she's lost a lot of weight. Yeah, and her boobs are fantastic. Oh, she looks good. I'm not paying her any money. Don't get no.
Not yet.
No.
How many OnlyFans are you subscribed to?
None. I am not subscribed to any OnlyFans.
You didn't even forget that you were subscribed to some of them? You made sure to go cancel?
I had one. My wife told me to get rid of it, and I got rid of it. That's it. That's it.
If I wanted to purchase a lock of your hair, Carmen, would you send it to me? Not me, but
How much?
$50.
Ooh, no, more. I've been doing a lot of grooming on my hair journey to grow this out. Okay.
But what do you take that out of your brush and put it in a bag?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
No, I want it cut right.
You
from
want it cut, right? You want it on a ponytail.
Yeah.
I want it wrapped around one of your teeth.
just like an inch.
I watched a good movie this weekend.
Yeah.
That I want to tell you about, but I can't remember the name of it. I got to look it up.
Who was in it?
Nobody. I watched it on a whim. I think you'll like the plot. A guy wins lotto, okay? And he hires his favorite band to come and perform for him.
Is this called the Galvin story or no?
No.
Okay.
He wins lotto, and he hires his favorite band. His favorite band happened to be like a 90s folk duo.
Okay.
And he invites the singer, the male singer of that band, to come who now does his own solo stuff, to come perform for him. But he doesn't know that he's only performing for just him. And at the same time,
Ballad of Wallace Island?
That is it, man. That is it. The Ballad of Wallace Island. And at the same time, he invited the woman that he used to be in the band with, so that they could reunite and perform for him together. But he lives by himself, and it's just for the one. It's a very sweet and funny movie. I watched it on a whim, and I loved it.
Looks foreign. Looks like
it's like maybe Scottish or something.
Yeah.
What is it called? The Ballad of Wallace Island?
Yeah, but yeah.
The Ballad of Wallace Island.
Steve Coogan's one of the producers.
Easy, funny movie to watch. It made me laugh out loud a couple of times, and it's a sweet movie. And there's also like a subplot about the guy's wife and all that stuff. It's a nice movie. You'll like it.
Yeah, it's British comedy drama film.
I think you would like it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Ian Beckles is here. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I'm going to take a break. We'll come back. We got a lot of things. We're going to talk to you, and we got Metallica tickets to give away. You're not going to Metallica, right?
Not yet.
No. Oh, but you're thinking about it.
Yeah.
Hey, that shirt makes you look really muscular.
Yeah.
Or it could be his muscles.
It's a shirt.
Yeah.
Gotta be a shirt.
That shirt accentuates your muscles.
Is that one of those built-in muscle shirts?
Shameful pride.
I got to get one of those.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a quick break. Metallica tickets this hour. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to the Mike Calta Show. It's summer, and it's time for Bone, Beer, and Busch Gardens Summer Nights.
Yes!
Extended park hours, all new summer-themed entertainment, the debut of Wild Oasis at Jungala, North America's most immersive kid-friendly adventure realm. And for adults, a full-service bar. And it's the return of free beer. Guests 21 and up can enjoy one free beer per visit to the park. And annual pass members can double the promotion and receive 2 complimentary beers per visit. For more information on this offer, guests can visit BuschGardensTampa.com. Enjoy Busch Gardens Summer Nights, now through August 10th. Listen to The Bone all week to win. And as always, head to the free 102.5 The Bone app for more chances to win. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Just one accident right now. It's in Hillsborough County in the Brandon area. Northbound Kings Avenue at Lumsden Road. No lanes blocked off. Crews are on the scene there, so use caution if you're heading in that direction. Keep in mind there's going to be some delays in that area. The good news is major roadways accident-free right now. Just the usual congestions in the usual areas. 275, I-4, 75. Southbound Veterans Expressway in pretty good shape right now. No problems on the Leroy Salmon Expressway. Pinellas County checking in accident-free, as are the Bay Area bridges. I'm Monica with traffic.
Ready to step into a healthy and active lifestyle? Come to the Good Feet store and experience the difference. Discover how a simple step can lead to a life of pain-free possibilities.
Hey, did you know that with Frontier Fiber Internet, the best Wi-Fi isn't just for VIPs anymore?
So even if I have less than 1 million followers?
Or me, a total noob? What if I'm not in the metaverse yet?
Yeah, now everyone can get Wi-Fi 7 with a premium Eero router on Fiber 500 and up. Now starting at only $39.99 per month. Switch to the most advanced Wi-Fi on 100% fiber internet. Only from Frontier. Good to go. In select areas, price for 12 months with autopay. ETF terms apply. Max speeds wired. Actual average and Wi-Fi speed vary.
Life is busy. Luckily, Racetrack's here to keep you on track every day.
Running around and the time makes you nervous. Are you still a mom or just a taxi service?
With ice cold drinks, hot pizza, freshly ground coffee, and even Swirl World frozen yogurt for the kids.
The schedule is packed with things that they have to do. But with so much to choose from, you'll find something for you.
Racetrack is here to keep you going.
Racetrack's gonna get you.
Racetrack, whatever gets you going.
Renewal by Anderson of Tampa, Sarasota has an unbelievable 30-year anniversary sale. You buy one, you get one 30% off for replacement windows and patio doors. They are affordable, they are thorough, they are efficient and polite. You will love the work they do for you in beautifying your home. Renewal by Anderson, bestwindowsflorida.com. License number CGC 1527613.
At Advent Health, we know the heart. We've mapped it, modeled it, repaired it, and rehabbed it. We've screened it, strengthened it, and saved it. We know your heart, and we know there's an unstoppable human spirit at the center of it. Learn more about whole person care and find nationally recognized heart care specialists at FloridaHeartExperts.com.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them, to see someone that is in pain. I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
I want to learn how to cook, but I keep ordering takeout.
Accomplishing goals is hard, but when your goal is to learn a new language, Babbel makes it easy. In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel will help you start having conversations in as little as 3 weeks. Words and phrases you'll actually use. So when someone asks, "How's your French going?" you can say,
Babbel facilite grandement l'apprentissage d'une nouvelle langue.
Now save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com.
Tampa, St. Pete, Lakeland, Sarasota. If you're listening to me now and you're looking for expert construction services, you got to check out my friends at Waterman Construction Group. They're the go-to for commercial and residential projects, from demolition to new HVAC to patio, pavers, driveways. They do it all. They got you covered. And whether it's a new build, a remodel, a manufactured home set, or storm repair, I know storm repair is very important right now. Waterman Construction handles your entire project from start to finish. Now you're thinking, how do I know I can trust them? What do they do? Well, what sets them apart is 25 years of expertise, quality craftsmanship, personalized service, honest and transparent pricing, and guaranteed same-day response. You ever try to call somebody and you can't get a hold of them? You got a guaranteed same-day response from Waterman Construction. These guys are just good people who are always giving back to the community. What you need to do is visit them at watermanconstructiongroup.com. That is watermanconstructiongroup.com. Or you can give them a call and talk to them at 813-715-7383. If you're looking to get some storm repair done, or if you're looking to do some new construction, or if you have some ugly seashells in your bathroom like we do and you want to get rid of them, watermanconstructiongroup.com. Waterman Construction, your vision is their mission. Tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show.
Market volatility isn't slowing down. If you're nearing retirement, now is not the time to wait and see. Every day of uncertainty can put your future at risk. It's time to diversify. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I want you to know you can create certainty, locking in guaranteed income for life. This means predictable, stable cash flow, even in turbulent times. You've worked too hard to leave your retirement to chance. Right now, there are options to receive up to 30% upfront or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't wait. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Any examples provided are hypothetical. Annuities are issued with prospectus and sales brochures and should be reviewed carefully before funding as features and benefits vary. DBA in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
The heat is on, and when the heat is on, your AC is on, and when your AC is on, your money is gone. Power companies love it, but Solar Bear says enough is enough. Stop renting your power from the power companies. Go solar now and own your power and get your first 12 months completely free. That's zero power payments for an entire year. Solar Bear is Florida's local solar expert, not some national chain. With over a decade of experience and thousands of 5-star reviews, they're the name you can trust. Call Solar Bear today or visit solarbear.com and start saving before your next bill shows up.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
Looking for a great lunch combo? Hooters, Surfside Seltzer, Metallica tickets, and JP? Join 1025 The Bone and the JP Show on Friday, June 6th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the original Hooters on Gulf to Bay. JP will be broadcasting live, and he will have your last shot at Metallica tickets. Pre-game with JP at the original Hooters with 1025 The Bone.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can receive an all-cash offer and move when you're ready. No showings, no open houses, no stress. Call 855-299-SOLD or go to markspain.com and start packing.
Medical malpractice and nursing home abuse cases are difficult and the stories are heartbreaking. At Bernetti PA, we fight to make sure your story is heard loud and clear. We know you may not have been ready. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
If you're looking to buy jewelry, you know there's only one place to go, and that is the Gold and Diamond Source. Summer's here, and it's a perfect time to shine with the exquisite June birthstones, which are pearl, alexandrite, and moonstone. Each gemstone carries its own unique significance and style, making them perfect for any summer occasion. And you can celebrate the milestone at the Gold and Diamond Source to the 30th anniversary with the timeless beauty of pearl, the traditional stone for the special occasion. At the Gold and Diamond Source right now, you can enjoy 5 years of interest-free financing. You can own a stunning $5,000 ring and pay only $83 a month with zero interest over the next 5 years. And if you prefer to shop online, you can go to goldendiamondsource.com and get 15% off the June birthstone, including pearl, alexandrite, and moonstone. The perfect opportunity to add a touch of summer sparkle to your collection. Now is the perfect time to buy because your gold and diamond piece will never lose its value. You can always trade up in the future. So if you're looking for jewelry, bracelets, watches, whatever you need, You get it all in one place, the Golden Diamond Source. Make this summer unforgettable and visit the Golden Diamond Source today.
We hear it every day.
I'm a safe driver.
Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
It's officially time for Zero Res's annual summer sale. Take advantage and get 15% off all cleaning services. That's 15% off carpet, air ducts, area rugs, and more. Mention my name, Galvin, to secure this deal today or book online at ZeroResTampaBay.com.
I'm Ultima Morgan. Every year, almost 30,000 babies in America are born with birth injuries. It's every parent's worst nightmare. If your child suffered a birth injury, please call our firm to find out if we can help.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
It's IDC's most anticipated event of the year. 0% financing for 5 years. That's right. High interest rates have been put on hold at International Diamond Center. Now through June, you can make any purchase and spread your payments out to 2030 without paying a dime in interest. Engagement rings, wedding bands, eternity bands, earrings, pendants, and our largest selection ever of certified hand-picked diamonds and exclusive designer fashion jewelry. Pick any item, celebrate your love, get the value price you deserve, then spread your payments over 5 years. That $6,000 pair of diamond earrings is just $100 a month. That $12,000 engagement ring is just $200 a month. Everything's affordable with this amazing offer. Zero interest all the way to 2030. There's just one catch. This is a limited time offer just for the month of June. So don't wait. Let IDC help you get the jewelry you've been dreaming of at a price and payment you didn't think was possible anymore. International Diamond Center in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Excludes Rolex. Details and more at shopidc.com on approved credit.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Going up. Prices keep going up these days. It feels like being on an elevator that only goes up. Going up. But not at Metro. We're pushing the down button. Going down. We've lowered prices. Get one line of 5G data for $40. Period. That's 20% lower. And you get a free Samsung 5G phone when you bring your number. Only at Metro.
5-year guarantee on eligible plans. Exclusions apply. See website for details. Not available at Metro with T-Mobile in the past 6 months. Tax applies.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
This is Fox 13's Dave Osterberg from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Variable clouds again today with some scattered showers around, rain chances at about 40%. A lot of that's going to be south of the Tampa area with high temperatures today in the upper 80s to around 90. Muggy tonight with a low in the mid 70s and a 60% rain chance for Tuesday with highs again near 90 degrees.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, it's the Mike Calta Show.
On the Mike Calta Show, it's 1025 The Bone, 800-771-1025. And the phone numbers, there are some lines open, believe it or not. We've got Metallica tickets to give away this hour. Ian Beckles is in the studio with us. Did you come from football practice?
No, I just came from my massage.
By Joyce?
Yes, Joyce, yes. She says hi.
Listen, you tell Joyce I said, leave me alone. Joyce is strong, man.
She's a strong girl.
She's great. Let me tell you, if you want a massage and you really need to work out an issue or sore muscles or whatever, she will get it out of you.
Massage
by
Joyce.
You're not laying there and dreaming about birds and all that other stuff. You're not having the time of your life. And but if you really need a good massage, Joyce will massage you up.
Yeah, man.
I
need it.
Well, it's good. That was a good Ian Beckles recommendation. I was in really bad shape when I went there.
Yeah.
Still in bad shape, but better.
She's still there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm afraid of her now. She's too strong. Too strong. Did you? So you went to a different Kava place this weekend?
Kava Social, yes. That's my people.
And I was pointing out that your place serves Kava,
correct,
but not a Kava like it's not just specifically Kava.
But it is a Kava bar.
But you have other stuff there as well.
Yeah, but
like you wouldn't call your place a Kava club.
Yeah, we would. Kava Social is the name of their company.
Right.
Ours is a dignitary, but we're just all Kava bars. We sell Kava, Kratom. There's coffee, soft drinks, but there's not much else.
Which is the one you drink in the coconut?
Kava.
Kava. Well, what is Kratom?
Kratom is a botanical tea.
I'm 100% sure I've asked you these questions 100 times.
Yeah. Well, listen, the ironic part is Kava and Kratom really originated in St. Petersburg as far as the United States goes.
Right.
So I could talk to 100 people. Maybe 5 of them have even heard of Kava in the place where it was originated.
Right.
So it's just such a small community that it's crazy to get into, but it's coming up.
First time I ever heard of it, Micah was talking about it. And then Micah had some Bruce Lee looking dude bring some stuff into the studio. And then I pooped for 4 days afterwards. And I swore off it, but I will come back to it.
You need to.
Yeah, I will come back because you guys seem to love it.
Yeah, it's a good alternative. I mean, we hung out at Kava Social all night, had a bunch of shells, and I left feeling good.
Yeah?
Feeling good. I had a wonderful sleep.
Is that what the drinks are called? A shell? Like I'm going to have a shell of...
It's a ceremonial thing, like in Vanuatu and all places like that. They actually serve them in a shell.
Right.
It's a ceremonial thing.
And you can drive after you're drinking?
Absolutely.
There's no... Okay.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you can fathom how much I don't want to do that.
It's not for everybody. It's not.
How many shells are you going to do, Galvin?
0 shells.
0 shells?
Yeah. Okay. The only shells I'm doing is pistachios.
All right. We should do it at the beach party.
I could bring plenty.
Okay.
You can?
I could absolutely.
How do you
plenty.
make it?
It's put in a I guess a rice bag, and the pulverized stuff is put in the bag.
Right.
And you put it in the water.
Like a tea bag.
Like
almost.
a tea bag,
Okay.
yeah. And you kind of knead it, and everything kind of goes into the water. You do it for a long time, and it just becomes dirty water.
Who's making it at your place?
Kava tenders.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I will tell you, the first time Chad tried it, on our way home, we had to pull over and switch, and I had to drive the rest of the way home.
Because he was a little loopy?
He was like, he just said, I am so tired. I cannot keep my eyes open right now.
It just calms you down.
Yeah. But he was just like so exhausted that he was like, I can't drive anymore.
Well, how many shells did he have?
No, he just had 1 glass or 1 cup because we didn't stay there. We took it to go.
It's extra effective on guys with no eyebrows.
Yeah. Eyebrows used to filter it out.
Sneak up on you.
Has eyebrows.
Allegedly.
That's actually how they filter it, through eyebrows.
All right. Now.
Yeah.
We
Now.
Totally
have
prepared.
I can't prepare. I can't do 2 things at once. We have Metallica tickets to give away.
Okay.
I said I can't do 2 things at once, and Carmen laughed. Like I'm doing 72 things over here, and you can't do 2 things at once. You jag off. We have Metallica tickets to give away, Carmen. Too loud?
No.
We're going to play a game which has no name. Let me get a contestant on the line, and we'll just start that way. Good morning. Who is this?
This is Kyle.
How you doing, Kyle?
Great.
Kyle, I assume you're trying to win the Metallica tickets?
Absolutely.
All right, Kyle, here's what's going to happen. Galvin's going to give you 3 songs, and you're going to have to tell us out of those 3 which one is the real Metallica song. You're going to get 3 in a row right in order to win. If you win, you're winning tickets to go see Metallica.
All right.
Carmen.
Yes.
I don't have I don't know what we have. Do we have for Friday night, Sunday night, both nights? What do we have to give away today?
Let me see. We have a mix. I know when I looked at it earlier. 5 pairs of tickets to each day.
Okay, so I'll let
I
you
like
pick.
that.
I'll let you pick which one you want.
So
you can either get Friday or Sunday.
Friday, you have Metallica with Limp Bizkit and Ice Nine Kills. And then
Yes.
Sunday, you have Metallica with Suicidal Tendencies and Pantera.
All right, so you'll have your choice if you win, sir, okay?
I'm going to ask
right.
you percentage of guys at the Metallica concert. How many of them are named Kyle?
Ooh,
I'm gonna go 96%. 96% Kyle. All right, Kyle, I'm gonna give you 3 songs. You tell me which one is the real Metallica song. Got to get 3 in a row. Here we go. Is it March of the Hollow, Cyanide, or Sanity Break? Which one's the
March
real
of the
one?
Hollow.
March of the Hollow. Wrong.
So sorry, Kyle. You're one of the Kyles that will not be there.
Big fan. Big fan.
Good morning. Who is this? I'm sorry. Who are you?
Jamie?
Jamie?
Yep.
All right, Jamie. I'm going to
my
put
wife's
you on
name.
with Galvin, and Galvin's going to give you 3 Metallica songs. You must tell us which one is it a real Metallica song and get 3 in a row right in order to win.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Is it Dirty Window, Drown the Fire, or Iron Eclipse?
Dirty Window.
Dirty Window is correct.
Oh, this guy knows. He's confident.
Yeah.
He's confident. All right, here we go.
All right.
2
is,
more, and then you'll have your choice, Friday night or Sunday night.
Is it Hellwave, My Friend of Misery, or Chains of Regret?
Hellwave.
No.
Came out kicking. You came out kicking, sir. If you're trying to get through, keep trying because we're recycling them out. As one goes out, one comes in. So, good morning. Who's this?
This is John.
All right, John, you want to take a shot at this?
I do. Thank you.
Here, all right, here we go. You're welcome.
All right, John, tell me which one is the real Metallica song. Is it Temple of Static, The Outlaw Torn, or Grind the Silence?
And you want the real song?
The real song, real Metallica song.
Outlaw Torn.
That is correct.
Okay.
Very
Good
nice.
one.
All right, your next one. Is it Storm Upon the Earth, Atlas Rise, or Blackthorn Divide?
Atlas Rise.
That is correct.
I knew that one too. I knew that one too.
Correct.
Listen to me. You get this next one right, and you are going to see your choice of shows either Friday night or Sunday night at Raymond James Stadium. Here we go. What do we got for this guy?
All right, tell me the real Metallica song. Is it Cold Justice, Moth into Flame, or Acid Rain?
Moss into Flame.
Hey!
On to
Good
Metallica.
job.
Very nice.
Good job, sir. You're going to go, and you're going to see Metallica. Which night would you like to go, Friday or Sunday? Hello?
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
He's right.
no.
He's still
He's
there.
there.
He's there.
Sunday.
Carmen, can you? Oh, there you go. Which day you want to go, Friday or Sunday?
Sunday.
Please.
Sunday. He said Sunday.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, I'm going to put you on hold. You're the winner. Stand by.
Please hang up.
He's on line 3, Carmen.
So close.
All right, we have more tickets to give away the rest of the week. I'm going to give away a pair every day this week.
Very nice.
I might give away. I tell you, on Thursday or Friday, I might just give away both days.
Yeah.
Give away a Friday Sunday combination, and then JP is going to be here on Friday, and JP will be broadcasting live from the original Hooters in Clearwater, and you can go out there and hang out with him, grab yourself a Bud Light and some of the best wings in town, and your chance to win Metallica tickets is going to be happening out there. And without a doubt in my mind, 100% Medicine Man will be there. So if you're like, man, these are all things I would like to do together.
Yeah.
Your ship has come in.
I'm not sure I've met Medicine Man.
Come on.
I seriously, I can't remember really meeting him.
Really?
Like meeting him, but you've been in the same room with him, or no?
I don't think I've ever shook his hand, which is odd. Well,
why would you
I don't
want to?
think
But
you
I'm saying like he's been at an event that you've been at,
I'm
and
sure.
someone was like, "Oh, there's Medicine
probably
Man."
a punch out he's been to,
Yeah.
probably, but I was in the corner.
Yeah. We have been talking. We were talking about. I don't know if you heard this morning. We've been seeing Medicine Man since before we were in radio.
I was
Like when
listening.
Gio and I were in Newport Richie, and I first moved here. He was one of the first people I see, and I was intimidated by him because he was just weird,
Mysterious man.
And I wouldn't say he was like I wouldn't call him a word. I wouldn't say he was like he wasn't as timid as he is now. Like now he's just a little like, oh hey, yeah. Before he was like, hey, I'm Medicine Man. You know, he was really aggressive.
I thought he was one of the DJs at the 98 Rock. That's what I thought.
Because he was always around.
Because he was
events
there.
and
Yeah,
stuff.
like, oh.
So here's the interesting
And
thing.
he does look like Ted Kamikaze.
That's who I thought he was.
If you never heard him speak and he was like accused of murder and you saw him on TV and stuff and everything, you'd be like, oh my God. Scary, weird.
Got some Ramirez vibes.
Night soccer. That's exactly what I thought too. Like, and then I didn't do it. No, I didn't do it. He didn't do it. He's not hurting anyone.
Did you see what I put up on Instagram? The old Free Medicine Man T-shirt from when he got arrested.
Yeah.
What's the origin of Medicine Man? What's the origin of his name?
So he looks like people
Shaman.
told me he looked like a shaman, like an old school medicine man, like he'd be in a village or something like that.
He looks like he should be making the kava.
Yeah, with his hair.
Yeah, right.
Dipping his hair into the bucket.
Don't do that.
All right. Ian's here hanging out with us. We got to take a break. We're running behind it. This is the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. 102.5 The Bone, where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Just one accident right now. It's in Hillsborough County in the Brandon area. Northbound Kings Avenue at Lumsden Road. No lanes blocked off. Crews are on the scene there, so use caution if you're heading in that direction. Keep in mind there's going to be some delays in that area. The good news is major roadways accident-free right now. Just the usual congestions in the usual areas. 275, I-4, 75. Southbound Veterans Expressway in pretty good shape right now. No problems on the Leroy Salmon Expressway. Pinellas County checking in accident-free, as are the Bay Area bridges. I'm Monica with traffic. This report is brought to you by Renewal by Andersen of Tampa. Renewal by Andersen's 30-year anniversary sale. Buy one, get one 30% off replacement windows and patio doors. Check them out at bestwindowsflorida.com.
Hey, it's Captain Zach Sturm from Tampa Bay Fishing Radio for Rivard Buick GMC, the #2 GMC dealer in the country. Rivard has become known for their massive discounts in inventory. Obviously, big discounts mean huge savings for you, the customer. Inventory means you have options to choose from and you won't need to settle. Right now, Rivard has over 1,000 vehicles to choose from, which is more than they've ever had before, all at insane discounts. They are serious about chasing that #1 GMC spot. Visit RivardBuickGMC.com and see for yourself. GMC, we are professional grade.
If you want great food, cold beer, and a reason to get off the couch, Hooters has it locked down this summer. Start with their Buffalo Shrimp Special. 10 shrimp tossed in whatever sauce you're craving, plus a pile of fries, and it won't crush your wallet either. Or switch it up. Hit the tacos. 3 options: shrimp tacos, mahi tacos if you're feeling fancy, or chicken tender tacos if you're staying landlocked. And yeah, they throw in curly fries or tots because they actually know what you want. Now, let's talk beer. Big Daddy mugs of Bud or Bud Light, just $6. Mick Ultra, $6.50, or just go big with buckets. 5 for $25. They have 11 locations in the Tampa Bay area, and everybody loves Hooters. Plus, they have 2 new locations coming this summer. Go to originalhooters.com to find the location near you. Stop by Hooters and make sure you tell them Mike Calta sent you.
At Bernetti PA, our team will tell you that our #1 priority is striving for the best customer service in the industry. I'm honored by the number of referrals we get from our current and past clients. They trust us. Why shouldn't you? Call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
The guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate is the easiest way to sell your home. You can save time, make the most money, and eliminate all the hassle this summer. Hey, it's JP, and my friends at Mark Spain Real Estate can sell your home with the strongest all-cash offer in the industry and help you move on your timeline. With over 67,000 satisfied clients, you could trust the most experienced real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home fast and for maximum profit. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Business owners everywhere are raving about ZipRecruiter's new feature, Zip Intro, which does the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates to meet with you as soon as the next day. So we decided to call up some of these employers and hear their stories. Today, we're on the phone with Pilates studio owner Crystal M. Harris. Crystal, how has Zip Intro helped you hire?
Well, I was opening a Pilates studio in McDonough, Georgia, and I needed to staff up quickly. Zip Intro did the work for me. It helped me find enthusiastic candidates who matched my qualifications perfectly.
That's great.
Yeah, I had my Zip Intro session on Tuesday, did all the interviews by Thursday, sent out the offers on Friday, and they started on Monday. Because Zip Intro did most of the work, I saved so much time.
Absolutely. And to our listeners, you can try Zip Intro for free right now at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow.
John Senning here. I'm obviously not an attorney, but Mo DeWitt is. And you probably already know that if you're injured on the go, just call Mo. Mo and his firm fights for the injured people in Tampa Bay to get them what they deserve. Fighting the insurance companies can seem overwhelming, but that's what Mo does every day. And he's ready to do it for you. No matter what life throws at you, stand up and fight to get what you deserve. And it all starts with one call to Tampa's injury attorney at 866-CALL-MO. Give him a call day or night at 866-CALL-MO. That's 866-CALL-MOE.
It's Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I've got something important to talk to you about, your 401k. If you have changed jobs, there are two very important considerations. You don't want to leave your 401k behind, and you don't want to roll it over into your new company plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. 401ks will often have limited investments or age-based options. Since companies have to make choices to suit all employees, they may not be suited to you, which could cost you fees and money. When you roll over your 401k into an IRA, you not only keep your money growing tax deferred, but you also gain access to a world of investment options specifically designed for you. Trajan Wealth and our fiduciary advisors have helped thousands, and we can do the same for you. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor.
Going up. Prices keep going up these days. It feels like being on an elevator that only goes up. Going up. But not at Metro. We're pushing the down button. Going down. We've lowered prices. Get one line of 5G data for $40, period. That's 20% lower. And you get a free Samsung 5G phone when you bring your number. Only at Metro.
5-year guarantee on eligible plans. Exclusions apply. See website for details. Not available at Metro with T-Mobile in the past 6 months. Tax applies.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Power up with big savings from Hawkins Service Company this June. Get free surge protection when you spend over $250 on electrical service. You need generator maintenance? You're in luck. It's $50 off this month. Or go big, get $500 off a whole home Generac generator with install. Don't wait until the next storm hits. These offers are good through June 30th only. Call Hawkins today at 813-445-8209 or always online at HawkinsServiceCO.com. Hawkins, one call, handles it all.
O'Reilly. You need parts? We got parts. Product availability? Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. Get one free set of brake pads when you buy 2 brake rotors. Upgrade to Brake Best Select brake pads for $10 more, or upgrade to Brake Best Select Pro or import direct pads for just $20. Offer in-store only. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensate for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
Experience the summer of music with Neutral and 102.5 The Bone. You can win tickets to some of the biggest shows of the year, including Thomas Rhett, The Weeknd, Jason Aldean, or you could win one of dozens of Neutral prizes like coolers and hats. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Just visit any participating Circle K location in Florida and scan the QR code on the Neutral Summer of Music poster to enter.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
This is Fox 13's Dave Osterberg from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Variable clouds again today with some scattered showers around, rain chances at about 40%. A lot of that's going to be south of the Tampa area with high temperatures today in the upper 80s to around 90. Muggy tonight with a low in the mid 70s and a 60% rain chance for Tuesday with highs again near 90 degrees.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
We now return to The Mike Calta Show. On 102.5 The Bone.
On the Mike Calta Show, it's 102.5 The Bone. For all your real estate needs, you need to go to teamborum.com. That's Team Borum, BORHAM. Because if you're looking for a real estate agent to sell your house, or if you're trying to find a home in a specific area in the Tampa Bay area, you would probably want a real estate agent who lives and works here in the Tampa Bay area. And that is Jeff and his team at teamborum.com, powered by eXp Realty. You can simply go to their website right now, teamborum.com, and if you want to find out what your home is worth, you can put it in there and find out for free. Put your address in the top of the page, and it'll give you a high end, a low end, an average price, and a cash offer for your home right now by simply putting the address in at teamborum.com for free. And if you're looking to find a home, or say you're in a situation where you've already sold your home and you don't have a new place to live and you're freaking out, don't freak out. They deal with these things all the time. In fact, if you want the most money for your home, you want to put it in the hands of Jeff and his team because they use marketing that gets it in front of the most eyes and creates demand for it and will get you the highest price for your home. Or they may even tell you, can you believe this? They might even be honest with you and tell you it's not time to sell yet. Hold off for a little while. Wait till next year. That's what you want when you're dealing with a real estate agent, somebody who's looking out for you specifically. You could do that right now with Jeff and his team at teamborum.com. Hit them up and tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show. It is teamborum.com. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
I heard Danielle's going to do the yoga at the Bone Beach Bash. Is that true? Carmen's out?
I don't know, Carmen. Have you heard about that? Because I would go to a Danielle yoga.
I have not heard about that.
It's on that Bone website forum thing, so I was curious if there was any truth to it.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust anything on that page, but I'll let you know, sir. Would you rather have Carmen do it, or would you rather have Danielle do it?
I'd rather have Carmen do it all day long, sir.
Yay. All right, thank you. No offense, Carmen. I'd like to see you both doing it.
I hate you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Carmen's out. I saw on the website.
Is she out?
Well,
Is it down?
There's no yoga at all.
It's not listed anymore, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yoga has been scratched completely.
Shut it down. Yeah.
Interesting.
I was looking forward to that.
Ian,
yes.
Do we not know anybody that has a boat?
A boat?
Yeah.
Sexy Mark.
I don't know who that is. Everybody keeps bringing that name up to me, but I am
You
unaware.
know that Sexy Mark?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, I heard Dizzy talking about him, and I was, at first, I'm like, I'm not calling somebody Sexy Mark.
Yeah, I was going to say, is that a prerequisite
Well, then I met him
to go out on the boat?
Puts me on the boat, I might call him Sexy Mark.
I met him, and I'm like,
not that sexy?
Well, no, I mean, he drives a nice car. He's an old cat. He has yachts. I mean, he's Sexy Mark.
Who nicknamed him Sexy Mark?
I don't know that answer. Not me.
Sounds like something you would do.
Yeah, right. I'm saying because of the Bone Beach Bash, the rooms are sold out, but they have boat slips available, and that seems to be the way to go.
The sad part is I saw Sexy Mark 2 weeks ago, and he has a trip coming up that's that weekend. And he said, I was going to bring 2 yachts.
That's what I want to be on a yacht.
That'd be awesome.
I would rather stay on the boat, I think.
Yeah. You have a first mate that can bring him over?
Yeah.
Not as sexy, Brian?
Yeah.
Why does Sexy Mark have access to so many boats?
That's his business.
He's in the boat business.
Yeah, outsources boats.
You know, I don't like him.
Why?
He never invited me on his goddamn boat.
I'm sure he has.
No, I guarantee you he hasn't. I've never met. I couldn't pick Sexy Mark out of a lineup. I know that Dizzy's been out.
You could.
Yeah, look for the sexy guy.
There's just a bunch of random guys. One guy with his shirt off, all oiled up.
Dizzy's been out. Monica's been out. All those guys. Not me. Sexy Mark has never invited me out on his boat.
You can't tell me that Pete doesn't have people that have
Pete doesn't
super
have a
nice
boat,
boats that could.
Pete does.
Yeah.
But I want somebody to park a boat and leave it there, and I want to live on the boat for the weekend.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. Hey, Medicine Man, we've been talking a lot about you.
I heard it.
Did you hear Friday? The rumor was that you had died.
What?
There was a rumor going around the internet that you died.
I did not.
No, I am aware.
Oh,
I am aware.
hold on, real quick. You are saying you did not die on Friday?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Good.
Good.
It was my birthday Friday, of course.
I saw that. I saw that. What, do you have, a cake? Somebody got you a cake?
Yeah.
Who got
My
it for you?
mistake was when I was drinking beer with it, and that kind of almost killed me for the day.
Well, who got you the cake? All right.
Well,
I don't know what you're saying. Who got you the cake? Oh, Jesus Christ. Just answer my question.
My editor, George Hudak.
My editor?
You have an editor?
All right.
I love it.
Editor for what?
Famous.
The editor from Tampa Bay Music News.
Are you writing for something?
No, he always keeps up a story about me, and it became like friends in a way anyway.
Oh, yeah. I don't like that guy.
And he's okay.
Yeah, he's a kind of a douchebag. Okay, anyway.
He's not Sexy Mark, I can tell you that.
No. Well,
last Friday.
how's your GoFundMe going for Metallica tickets?
I'm kind of sluggish.
Sluggish, huh?
Getting close.
It's only 5 days away.
I know.
Can't Tampa Bay Music News, can't they get you a credential to get in?
Less cake, more tickets.
Yeah.
I should have a Jesus pass for every concert, being so old, you know.
I don't know. There's a lot of people around here that are older than you. They don't have it.
I know, but I'm very unique, you know.
No, you kind of run of the mill in Pasco County.
I'm not running a mill.
Yeah, I see a lot of you.
It's
Of
just
course
him.
you see a lot of me. I'm in the internet or on Facebook a lot.
Yeah. Hey, I did have to ask you. Oh, do you know Ian Beckles?
Yeah, he has to play for the Bucks.
Yeah, he played for the Bucks, and but I don't know if you guys ever hung out.
I don't know. Maybe I ran into him sometime at a gig or something, but he probably doesn't remember me. Maybe he drank too much beer like I did.
Yeah, probably. He's been known to drink a little too much beer.
Vodka.
Yeah.
Maybe too much kava.
Kava, a little too much kava. Have you ever had kava?
No, but no, I see the way it's made. It looks kind of gross.
Yeah.
No, but he has drinking out of a puddle before.
It's like a bunch of old tree roots that hang sort of like testicles in a vat or something. And they get the juice out of it.
There you go.
That's how they make it.
Watch your mouth, man.
They're going to put that in the commercial.
Yes.
All right. Well, hey, happy belated birthday.
Yeah, thank you very much. You know, I had over 1,300 people wish you happy birthday on my Facebook.
If every one of them would have gave you $1, then you would have enough money to buy 2 Metallica tickets.
I would. I don't know how they work with technology with me. You know, my phone got hacked a couple of times, too.
Who's hacking your phone?
Yeah.
I don't know, but if somebody found it on my phone, somebody was hacking into my Facebook account. So I looked to see if I had any money in there or something like that, or my credit cards or something.
By the way, while Medicine Man is on the phone with us, somebody sent me this and said, Medicine Man is no friend of Mike. Oh. And there is a post, and it's a picture of you on the cruise.
Do you have Twitter?
No, this was it's like a screenshot from Facebook, is what it is.
I got to tell you, though. Go ahead, Galvin. You can explain it, and then I got an opinion on this.
It's a picture of Mike sitting in a chair, and it looks like it's from the cruise, and it says, terrible photo. Looks like Mike Calta is modeling underwear for Target department stores. Medicine Man.
Did you write that?
Yeah, it's from his Facebook.
Did you write that, Medicine Man?
Yeah, I thought that was funny.
Okay.
How dare you? I thought we were friends.
I got a hell of a sense of humor, dude, man. It's just like, I see something fun, something like catch me off guard. I write a funny comment on it.
Now, did your editor help you with that? Or
not? Me too, man.
I wrote that myself.
Oh, that was all you. That was all Medicine Man.
I have to be honest with you. That is one of the worst pictures I've ever taken in my life. If you don't look at that picture and go, that guy should get weight loss surgery, I don't know what you're going to do. That is the equivalent of me as the old mayor of the old governor of New Jersey wearing the baseball pants. Yeah. What is his name?
Chris
Christie.
Yeah. All right, Medicine Man, I'm done with you.
Yeah, don't be for the day, but I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, for the day. I'm not mad at you. Oh, but I do want to remind you and everybody else, we'll have Metallica tickets to give away every day this week, all the way up until Friday. And then Friday, JP is going to be live at the Hooters, the original Hooters in Clearwater, and he's going to have 3 pairs to give away while he's out there.
They said they were doing they said they were going to do a contest, Tongue Kiss JP for Metallica tickets.
Yep,
so.
and you don't even have to tell him you want to be in it. You just walk
It's
up
surprise,
to him and tongue
yeah.
kiss him.
Yeah.
The biggest surprise tongue kiss wins the tickets. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about
I might even fall for it.
It actually, the contest is put your bare feet in JP's mouth.
Oh, he loves it. He loves it. Loves it.
Oh, man, I got stinky feet sometimes.
Oh, yeah, of course
Shocking.
you do.
Really. All right, Medicine Man, we'll see you later.
I might even show my armpits.
Medicine Man, make a plea to the people to donate to your GoFundMe.
Just please.
All right. Tomorrow on the show,
nailed it.
Dom will be here to take your legal calls. What else? Anything else this week that I need to know about?
Yeah, we got some stuff coming up.
Thanks.
All right.
Don't worry about it.
Check out Ian Beckel's Dignitary Kava House. It's on West Shore and Gandy, almost right there on the corner. Check us out on Instagram at the Mike Calta Show. What else? Anything else, Joe? Anything?
No, I think we're good here, Michael.
All right.
You gonna go back and hit that bacon, Joe?
No,
It's all yours, Joe. I ate my pieces of my eggs. I ate eggs.
Gio wants it. This is his way of trying to get me not to take it because he is the one who wants it. Don't lie.
Not true.
Joe, I'll give you $35 to put that trash back out in the driveway.
No. My wife, I have kids staying over. My daughter has friends slept over, so my wife made bacon eggs so I could smell it. And she brought some in here. It was fantastic. I even ate the eggs.
You have a beautiful Jewish wife that brings you bacon.
Yeah.
Life is good.
Right?
Very good.
Life's good.
Oh, I almost sometimes I forget she's the mother of my children. I almost said something else. I was going to be like, you know what else she does?
No.
All right, that's it. Have a great day. The after show with Johnny Ballsack is up next. We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
I'm hungry.
Yeah. Actually, I'm a fool. I'm an old, fat, stupid fool. That's why.
What's really going on in your life?
Let's shoot Uma in the vagina.
Mike, why are you doing this?
Cal, I have to go.
Oh, yeah. Faux shiz, genuine. What's up, homie?
Bushy.
Bye. Shoot that thing, fat baby.
Eat me, Jackson.
Go smash your fruit in the hole.
I cried a little bit. You call me a monkey. You're funny.
I love you, Spanish.
Check your panties. Come down for moose soup after. I don't even know. How do I make something funny? I don't even. Can you hear that whistle?
Next time you lose.
Fatty McFat.
My name is Ye, and I sucked my cousin's till I was 14.
Mike!
Show daddy your mean face.
Ooh, so scared, chubby wubby.
Genius! What?
That's it. It's over. That's all for today. Thanks for listening to the Mike Calta Show. The Bone Bonus is back. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Listen to The Bone for your chance to win $1,000 at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 2, and 5 p.m. every weekday. Want to buy something you saw on Instagram that you don't need and probably will never use? The Bone can help. It's the Bone Bonus, hooking you up with cash every single weekday. Presented to you by Farah & Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. The Bone Bonus is back. 1025 The Bone. Real, raw radio.
We hear it every day. I'm a safe driver. Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Shark Coast Tactical is bringing the heat. Well, quietly, with the B&T Hush Puppy Party this Saturday, June 7th. Are you ready to turn down the volume and turn up the action? Get hands-on with the latest in suppressed firepower from B&T USA, including the legendary Hush Puppy line. That's right, the ultimate in stealth and precision. Will has already special ordered a limited supply. Don't miss these insane one-day only deals. With a clean background check, you can get a tax stamp in 24 hours and avoid 3 to 6 day suppressor wait times. There'll be extra Shark Coast employees on hand to fill out paperwork quicker so you can get your suppressor entered in and back to you fast. You'll need to get the Shark Coast Tactical for the B&T Hush Puppy Party this Saturday, June 7th. Shark Coast Tactical is often imitated, never duplicated. The shop is open, slinging freedom from 10 to 6 daily, but closed on Sunday and open online 24/7 at sharkcoasttactical.com. Shark Coast Tactical is located on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Look for them on social media and tell them Mike Calta sent you.
At Advent Health, we know the heart. We've mapped it, modeled it, repaired it, and rehabbed it. We've screened it, strengthened it, and saved it. We know your heart, and we know there's an unstoppable human spirit at the center of it. Learn more about whole person care and find nationally recognized heart care specialists at floridaheartexperts.com.
Thinking about buying your first home? Now, with Third Federal, you can buy your first home and pay no PMI. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. Private mortgage insurance, or PMI, can cost thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. And you may not realize PMI doesn't protect you. It only protects the lender in case of default. But at Third Federal, you can buy a home with just 5% down and no PMI. Plus, first-time home buyers get $750 off a closing cost. So if you're thinking about buying your first home, go for it and visit thirdfederal.com.
Even before you find a home, lock in 6.625%, APR 6.685% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3rd-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for closing cost coupon at thirdfederal.com/FTHB. Equal housing lender.
The guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate is the easiest way to sell your home. You can save time, make the most money, and eliminate all the hassle this summer. Hey, it's JP. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate can sell your home with the strongest all-cash offer in the industry and help you move on your timeline. With the guaranteed offer, there are no showings, no open houses, and no costly repairs. Listener Ryan said, quote, Mark Spain Real Estate exceeded our expectations by helping us achieve significantly over our asking price. We received much more than we ever anticipated, and we cannot recommend Mark Spain Real Estate enough, end quote. With over 67,000 satisfied clients, you could trust the most experienced real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home fast and for maximum profit. Choose when you want to move with the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate and close in as little as 21 days. Go to markspain.com to find out what your guaranteed offer will be. No obligation. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Oh, hi there. This is Attorney Patrick Smith inviting you to tune into The Bone this Saturday and every Saturday from 8 to 9 a.m. for the Attorney Patrick Smith Show, where you can get all of your legal questions answered. So tune in this Saturday from 8 to 9 a.m. right here on The Bone for the Attorney Patrick Smith Show.
For decades, Camtech School of Construction has been the leader in preparing thousands of people to advance their career as a licensed contractor. Join Camtech's free info seminar this Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Tampa AC Hotel by Marriott, 4020 West Boy Scout Boulevard, 1-800-875-PASS. CamTechSchool.com.
This is Greg Trzynski from the Original Mattress Factory. A few years back, there was a surge of online mattress companies offering a one-feel-fits-all mattress. Eventually, they all added more selections. Why? They discovered what we've known for over 30 years. Everyone has unique preferences. At the Original Mattress Factory, we handled a range of comfort choices so that you can select the one that suits you best. Don't rely on someone else's opinion. Try out a variety of options and find the one that's right for you. OriginalMattress.com.
Going up. Prices keep going up these days. It feels like being on an elevator that only goes up.
Going up.
But not at Metro. We're pushing the down button.
Going down.
We've lowered prices. Get one line of 5G data for $40, period. That's 20% lower. And you get a free Samsung 5G phone when you bring your number. Only at Metro.
5-year guarantee on eligible plans. Exclusions apply. See website for details. Not available at Metro with T-Mobile in the past 6 months. Tax applies.
It's officially time for Zero Res's annual summer sale. Take advantage and get 15% off all cleaning services. That's 15% off carpet, air ducts, area rugs, and more. Mention my name, Galvin, to secure this deal today or book online at ZeroResTampaBay.com.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Stingray Chevrolet presents Calta Cruise 19. Calta Cruise 19 is happening on April 9th, 2026 for a 4-night cruise. We'll be on the Royal Caribbean Explorer of the Seas, departing from Port Canaveral and heading to Coco Cay and Nassau. And we'd love for you to join the party. You can book right now. Email caltacruise@gmail.com to put your deposit down today. Calta Cruise 19. Brought to you by Stingray Chevrolet, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4 exit 22, Plant City. For all the details, visit theboneonline.com. 1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
I'm about to whip somebody's.
And now it's the Mike Calta After Show. With your host, Johnny B.
That's how smooth sailing from here on
Oh, man, we're doing it. Good morning, Bone Fam. It is a gloomy Monday morning. I am Johnny B. This is the Mike Calta After Show, 102.5 The Bone. And, man, do we have an action-packed show for you today. Before we get going, only one more week of this until we figure out another way to give you some money. Hopefully, this time will be yours.
Here we go, Bone Fam. The Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is
Fate. This hour's keyword is fate. F-A-T-E. Maybe it'll be your fate to win a bunch of money. Head over to the 102.5 The Bone app right now and enter fate before 30 minutes past the top of this hour, and the $1,000 Bone Bonus could be yours. Hell yeah. Good luck to you. As fate has it, I am a very blessed man in the studio. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please lightly rub yourself in all your erogenous zones for my friend JoJo. Hey.
Good morning.
You look amazing.
You.
No, thank you. For God's sake.
Thank you.
Yes.
Sweet little.
I'm not